Hello. So, in keeping with our new policy, we just record everything now.
Okay.
All of our testing, it all
Have we
gets
been
recorded.
recording, is that?
I'm recording right now.
Okay.
So, you just record all of it. So, we just groove to it.
I was on Amazon. They have boxes
Yeah.
that replace all of this.
Yeah. How much? Because I was thinking that it might be time to replace all of this.
Well, it depends on how much you want to spend.
Well,
I want to spend $3.
Not going to happen.
Well, then I guess it doesn't depend on how much I want to spend, does it?
I'd be in for 150. 150 might do it. Right?
Yeah, because I was looking at one. It was like $300 that replaced the board and the. I think I literally think it's what they have. I think this is what they use on the SDN Steve Ball network. Yeah, one of the ones. So
That actually we're actually good.
and you put like a SD card in there.
This? Does it have a USB port?
No. You put your SD card in.
Oh, you just put it right in the device.
Yeah, and it just records to that.
All right, I'm down with this. I like. How much is it?
It was like $300, I think.
$300.
Yeah.
Thing is, I mean, again, I wouldn't mind investing that, and I'd even put 150 of my own into it. But I want to sell some of this then, and I don't know if anybody wants this anymore.
That was secondhand to us, wasn't it?
This was
this was new.
Yeah, this was the baby.
Yeah.
And then each of our mics. I mean, these are good mics.
And
the one that Max is on, I replaced about.
Shit, this is my original mic.
Yeah, that's your original one. That's a replacement
from the soon-to-be-gone Radio Shack.
You're right, $49 at the Radio Shack. These mics, and they're good mics.
Radio Shack. I was reading an article today.
Yeah.
Radio Shack doesn't even have the money to close.
Really?
Yeah. They have so little cash on hand they can't even close.
What are they supposed to do?
I don't know. Abandoned in place.
Yeah.
Really, they're just going to be like a bad foreclosure.
Get the stencil they used for the Apollo 1 launch pad.
I remember that.
Just leave it there.
I've seen a lot of them.
So I think we're all well tested and everything. You know what? I haven't heard from the boy. Why don't you angle your mic at yourself?
Hey, Brad, how you doing?
Say hi, Brad. Actually, Brad will be joining us this evening, but he's just not here. Oh, wait. Try that again, Max.
Hello.
There we go. Yeah, he's just not here yet. So I'm enjoying a little Tycho this evening. I can bring that down a bit.
Tycho Brahe?
Oh,
note from last show.
Yeah,
that's really loud.
Is it?
Yeah. So when you have it playing, it's hard to hear us.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
hey, thanks for that note. Now it is test period. It is test period.
It was test period. People can bring that up. So
I can't remember everything all the time.
Everything all the time. So yeah, Brad will be joining us, but we got a text from him that said that he's going to be a little bit late. So
Skosh
on the smidge. So on the Brad microphone, we have young Max.
Hello.
Joining us this evening. So I had the pleasure of over the Christmas break having my son be my dungeon master. And I know that sounds a lot dirtier than I intended.
Are we still
to
in
be.
test period, or is
yeah,
there
yeah.
a test break there?
We're here. We're in. Okay. We're doing it. Do you want to? We can break.
Well, I mean, here's our test. I don't give a fuck, really.
Well, you know what? Actually, we probably should do that. All right. So this all seems to be working right. We'll come right back. So hang on. We'll test this up. Look at this. Now I can stop it there.
American Pale Ale that they call Maisie.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Well, strangely enough, that's the first thing I thought of when I said
Nice. Beer.
We didn't wait. We tested. By the way, the show's on now. We're going.
Hi.
Welcome to Great Radio to
All right,
Experiment.
right into it.
It's,
Is it on?
oh, you on? You're on.
Everything's
You're all good.
on. Have some chips. It's not a show unless there's chips.
Big
Yeah,
Mac. I
chips.
tried something
Damn
different.
chips.
I tried something different.
Where are the
I
chips?
went with the Billy Club.
Where are the chips?
Oh, hey, Max, go get us some chips, would you? Yeah.
Make yourself useful. Like,
Those deli chips, the
oh.
plastic, huh?
Oh.
The corn chips. Yeah, tortilla chips. Bring those down.
I don't know if I like the Billy Club. I don't know if it's
Milagro?
good.
Oh, you went to Jimmy John's.
I wanted something.
My
I wanted
niece,
something so fast I'd freak. Because I was running late.
my niece. Well, I shouldn't call her my niece. She's my cousin's daughter, so I guess she's my cousin once removed or something. She works there, and when I go there, I get the JJ discount, which turns out is 50%. Which is
What?
nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Always good. So
I see it as bringing balance to the world. Because I saved a dog, but yet with every Jimmy John's sandwich, there goes $1 to a wild game hunt where Jimmy John kills a rare and exotic animal. So yeah,
I'm not a big fan of Mr. Jimmy John, but he's
Mr.
better than Papa
John.
John.
Those are good.
The deli chips from Jewel, they're like crack.
The Jewels.
Hmm? They are. So we opened a little Blade Runner tonight. You know
I thought I only missed one show.
what?
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, but Tom,
Oh,
we've
sorry,
been
you're
doing
right.
the show from here.
In my head, this is the second show we're doing down here, so I said the last two.
It is.
So-
It is the
Yeah, no,
second
it
show we're
was
doing
Right,
down
right,
here.
right. But I said to Brad, we'd done the last couple of shows here when we really hadn't technically started this
That's
one yet.
very good,
so.
Jeff. Thank you.
Sure.
Gorgeous. So,
They spell it differently.
welcome to Radio Tiki's Christmas / New Year's / end of party
There's a lot
festival,
of
end of
spellings
year
to that, I
festival.
found out.
Pronounced the same.
All pronounced Radio Tiki. So since we last met, I've destroyed a car. Brad got a dog.
Unrelated.
Jeff has drank much more beer,
Yeah.
and
Well,
We had Jeff's intervention.
And-
I got to check
He
this
said
in on
fuck off.
Untapped.
and Chris has become adorable. All since the last show.
I've always been adorable.
Oh, it's now just
We're the ones who didn't notice.
we didn't notice. He was right here all along. He was right here all along.
He was wearing glasses. I couldn't tell. Sexy librarian, you.
Then he took the glasses off and he put on those wicked wristbands, and all of a sudden everything changed. Eric Stoltz took him to the dance.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
Have you seen the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower?
I read the book, and I saw enough of Perks of Being a Wallflower to remind me that I have an issue with Emma Watson. Like, I can't watch Emma Watson movies. I can't do it. So
Because
I love her.
Oh,
I love her.
Got it.
You know, and like,
That kind of an issue.
yeah, it's almost like, you remember when Anne Hathaway, before she got like weird, like I had
Got weird?
yeah, a little bit. Like,
See, I don't know. I don't hear her voice whenever she's on the screen. I just look at her boobs.
yeah, the thing about
As far as I
Anne,
know, she's mute.
like Anne Hathaway in Brokeback Mountain, that was one of her best moments, you know. And I mean, I just love everything about Anne Hathaway and Emma Watson. Now that she's of age and she's not just little tiny Hermione anymore, and it turns out she's genuinely a decent person. Like, she's not a normal celebrity. She's like a nice, decent person.
Maybe she's
it's-
just acting.
It could be. It could be she's such a good actress that she's fooling everyone. But I have a hard time watching Emma on film. So, but I read the book and I loved it. So it's fantastic. A lot of good music references in the film as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it had a lot of high school in it.
yeah. A lot of your high school.
Yeah.
Were
it
you-
was, huh?
Were you the gay friend, Chris?
Was no, it's not.
No. See, now you've changed because you became Christian. So
You became Christian? Congratulations.
No, I did not.
the Lord converted him.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Radio Tiki. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Yeah, actually, quite a bunch of stuff is going on. So let's start with the cool. Well, Brad's got a mouthful of food.
wait for my
so-
dog because I'm eating.
So I did start out saying before about my son.
Yeah, let's talk about your near-death experience.
Well, yeah, because actually he's here.
Was he driving?
You know what? No, but we Max, come around over here and share your version of what happened with the car.
Was he in the car?
He was in the car. Oh, you can use Uncle Jeff's. There you go.
Do me a favor.
I was going to give him mine. Huh?
It's a pet peeve of mine.
Was he-
I'm
was-
not his uncle. Jeff is fine unless it's a parental choice you're making. That
No,
older males get called uncle and
No,
other ones
actually,
get called aunt.
You guys have always just been, you're
Jeff
just the
is
guys.
cool.
You're just the dudes.
All right.
I
All right,
demand
so
to be
you're-
called
you're
Uncle
used Jeff-
Brad.
Close enough to being an adult.
Call
You're
me
like
Uncle
11,
Brad.
12. You're close enough to being Jeff. No Uncle Jeff. Thank you. Pet peeve of mine.
Uncle Brad, the day you died.
By the way, I completely get that. It's completely cool. All right. Share with everyone what happened in our near-death experience.
Well, we were turning the corner, and the car kept on sliding on the ice, and then there was another car that was driven by some teenage girl with her boyfriend, I guess.
Oh my God.
And then she didn't know what to do when we were coming at her because we couldn't stop, and she didn't get out of the way fast enough, and the corners collided, it was a giant impact, too big of an impact.
Was
Yeah.
your father on his phone?
No,
Was he on Tinder?
Who's
Yeah, I was on the Tinder.
Was
That's
he on the
it.
Tinder or
I was
the
trying to
Twitter?
pick up women on the road.
Was he on the Twitter or the Tinders? Was he? You can admit it, Matt. You can admit it.
Go ahead.
He
You-
wasn't.
Yep.
See? What did I do?
How much did he coach you to say that?
That's why I had Max tell his story first.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, the
Wait.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
I turned it up to
no,
max
I'm
level.
back on my mic.
Yeah.
What color were the pills your father was taking just ahead of time?
I did not see them, so I do not know.
Did your father scotch spill when the accident happened?
Don't drink and drive. You're not gonna spill it.
Again, I did not see it, so I do not know.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I just
You
never-
seem very coached in your answer.
Your Honor, I've been instructed to say yes or no and not elaborate on any of my
Because the way I
responses.
imagine the accident, Max, is that you were driving, and your father was in the passenger seat, sipping scotch on the Tinder, looking for women with an Emma Watson kind of look
That's right. While driving.
while driving.
Yeah.
Said, Max, take the wheel. Threw the keys at you. You got in the car, and you hit a light post, driven by a young teenage girl.
Okay,
I would love for all of that to have been true. I would love for that to have been the case. No, honestly, it was the day we had gotten quite a bit of snow in a very short amount of time. It was
Yeah,
the
I
one day
remember.
we got some snow.
Yep.
And and the thing is, the snow came down fast enough that it melted on the road and then froze.
Yep.
And then covered itself with snow again.
Yep.
And the good news is I was going 25 miles an hour. She's going 25 miles an hour. Nobody was speeding because if we had been, we would be dead. End of story. It's a head-on collision. Well, my son and I experienced a head-on
Crumple
collision.
zones.
Well, yeah, and turns out that for
Airbag.
the
The
Juke,
Juke
the
is one
entire
big
front
crumple
end
zone.
is a crumple zone. So,
The Juke gave its life for yours.
and you know what the thing is, if you look at the Juke, if you were to look at it from the passenger side, even if you looked at it from the front of the pad, like at that angle, you could see almost no damage. Then swing around to my side, the entire side is like destroyed.
Did you Breaking Bad? Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I watched all of it.
You know when the Gus Fring was in the nursing home and a bomb exploded and it's just one side of him was fine.
Oh yeah, one side of Gus was fine, the other side of Gus was gone.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I can only imagine that in terms of the Juke styling, the accident improved it.
Prove what?
The Juke styling.
Well, I think the styling, it's a little ridiculous looking, the Juke. I loved my Juke, but I think that Juke, the way it was designed, two things. Number one, it did save our lives. The airbags went off, and the interior of the car.
To be fair, any car built after like 1989 would have done the same thing pretty much.
But it really fared well, okay? And by the way, nobody told me that. Oh, I knew there was gunpowder in the airbags. Nobody told me about the burns on my hands. That's how you know. In fact, I'll bet insurance companies use that.
One less one to recall.
Yeah. Yeah, one less. Yeah. I bet that's how insurance companies can prove whether or not you were actually both hands on the wheel, because they ask, how many burns do you have? Because I had burns on both my wrists, and they were on my wrists at that point.
10-2.
So I actually can prove that my hands are at 10 and 2 when the airbag went off.
Sure.
So there we go. There's that.
Officer.
Did Max say does it count with the cigarette burns that when Daddy puts his cigarettes out on me when I'm bad?
Merry Christmas, Johnny. Smoke up. So the airbags go off, and there's gunpowder smoke everywhere. But we got out of the car and walked away.
Gunpowder smoke and
scotch everywhere.
Good thing you didn't have one of those Takata airbags.
Yeah, don't pieces of that slay me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. No, I didn't have one of them. Yeah. So what it is, we're going relatively slow, and the car simply stopped responding. The car starts drift. It's a curve, and it's not that deep of a curve, but the car is slidey, and I've got no steering, I've got no brake, and the car is doing what it wants to do, which is carry on the
evidently
trajectory.
commit seppuku.
Exactly, that's what they want to do.
It is.
I had enough time. I had enough time in this accident to wave to the other driver, to honk, to flash my lights.
Text her. Find her on Tinder. Does her boyfriend know?
Right swipe.
We were about 30 yards apart. There was lots of time. And this I could see her face. This chick just kept staring forward and did nothing to maneuver out of the way.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So much so that my insurance company, they even told me, they said, we're not accepting any liability on this. You're not at fault. They said the police wrote the report. It says now Illinois is not a no fault state. Somebody has to be 51 versus 49. Yeah. They said we're calling this 50-50, or they said, but you're in that lane, so that's fine. But we're not gonna be doing all their medical and stuff. Just so you know, you're not at fault. Yeah. I said, well, that's good. And they said, well, it's good because basically it means your rates won't be going up. That's even better news. Yeah. Now, the problem is this girl, there was a boy in the car. Yeah. The boy.
Unaccompanied?
Well, there's something.
Unzipped?
There's
they
something.
Were necking?
There's something up with the ages of people in Illinois drivers and all that. Yeah. And the thing is, it's funny. She told her insurance company that she was alone in the car. So when my insurance company was asking
that other guy,
when my insurance company was asking me about the occupant of the other vehicle, I go, well, there were two, and they go, oh no, they didn't say that. They said she was by herself, and that she was injured. I go, there were two people in that car, and she was fine. She got up and was out walking around and freaking out because it wasn't her car and all that.
I can't vouch for the boy who got out of the car and ran as fast as he could.
Into the woods.
He stayed there. The dude is the one that was calling 911. He's like, I'll call 911. I said, all right, because if not, I can do it.
Don't 911? Don't they have the recording? Don't they have the recording?
I'm sure if it needed to be subpoenaed, it would be. But
this woman should be locked up.
Well, she's a young kid. They're just trying to.
Don't make excuses.
As long as I'm not at fault, I don't give a fuck.
So. If he doesn't, he should go to prison too.
Sending people to prison for a weather-related fender bender. Well, head-on collision that totaled my car. But anyway, so I don't know where that's all at, but I do know car was totaled, and I've replaced it with the Honda Element.
Sure.
So all good.
You got a Honda Element?
I got a Honda Element.
Like new?
No, they don't make them anymore.
They don't make them anymore.
But it's I bought myself a 2003 Honda Element.
So you have like a car club with your brother now?
Well, he doesn't have it anymore, but
his?
he was the one that found it. He's like, dude, if you loved my Element, I found one. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did love your Element. Let's go check it out.
Have you hosed out the inside of it yet?
I didn't have to. They armor-alled the whole fucking thing, man. You slip around in there.
They just hose it out. So if you spill the scotch in that bad boy, you just
Why do you need a car you can hose out? What do you
Honda decided it.
Yeah, they,
just keep keeping bodies back there? And
you can do anything you want. The Honda Element.
It's a mobile kill room.
You know what? It's Dexter's. It's
kill room on
Dexter's
wheels.
Honda Element.
I got to move a body upstate.
I have a new side business now. I fix things.
Sure.
I'm a Mr. Clean.
Yeah. It's full of
Well,
lie
Max's
and-
favorite
and-
thing is, the Honda Element. You can take all the seats and they disappear, right? So they fold. It becomes like a safari vehicle because that top opens up. So it's like having the old Land
Oh,
Rover.
I was thinking stabbing cabin.
He's
but-
like John Wayne in Hatari.
Is yours one of the one? That was my computer.
Oh, okay.
It has like the skylight in the back, but not in the front.
Yeah, skylights in the back. And what Max does is he folds up all the seats and then he slides around in the car while I'm driving.
It's probably not. Isn't he supposed to be seatbelted?
What?
Seatbelt?
Not in the back seat.
You do this
Even
while you're
for-
driving.
Maybe.
Even for people under 18?
I don't know. Maybe. What are you, his mom?
I'm just maybe I don't know. Just
See,
you're
Chris
you're,
is trying,
you're
Chris is
recording
trying to
this.
shit on
That's-
his fun, Max. Thanks, Max. We only do it in the neighborhood, Chris, and only
Sure.
once in a while. It's only a little bit.
the greater Carroll Stream area.
No, only in the neighborhood.
You only do it when mom's not in the car.
Shh, you're gonna get us in trouble.
She heard that.
God damn it!
She's coming.
She actually heard that, and she's coming down. I get. Oh, see,
Tom, you're so grounded.
she's got the
What's the last year they quit making elements? I actually saw one on the road, and I wonder if
2008 or something. I think. The thing is, there's tons of them
how
on
many
the
miles?
road.
How many miles do you have?
Well, that's just it. I got it with 65,000 miles on it. It's a 2003.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's a flippin' miracle. I found out it's had two owners. One owner, because I did the Carfax on
Died
it.
in it.
Well, one owner
I
lived
got hosed out of the back.
Still, hosed out, still haunting it.
lived in Skokie.
There was the 2011 Honda Element.
Oh, did they stop then? I thought it was 2008. But it's got 65,000 miles on it when I bought it. And the first owner, if you look at the Carfax, from 2003 to 2007, put 32,000 miles on it. The second owner, from 2007 until now, put the other 33,000 miles on it. So I've gotten lucky that somebody has been using it for nothing. Either that or it's gone so far that it's flipped miles, but I don't think
I don't
so.
think that's possible.
Because I know what it is when I bought it.
Everything's
So,
possible.
and I met another dude with a 2003 Honda Element on the road, and
You roll down the window. Hey, nice try.
no,
nice,
I
nice
asked,
ride.
well, actually, I was the one to roll down my window, and I said,
It's an element thing you wouldn't understand.
it's an Element thing, man. I asked him where he got his rims because I want to get new rims for it, and I said, you mind if I ask how much you paid for those rims? And he goes, actually, they're just my original rims, but I had them painted black, so it only cost me like $120 to have it done. And he goes, but I go through tires on this thing every 2 years.
Really?
I go, what are you doing? He goes, I like to have new tires, and it seems like I wear them out on this car. And I said, well, how many miles you got on it? He's got 310,000 miles on his Honda Element, and he had a 2003.
Yeah.
So-
I think that's within the lifespan of a tire. If you're putting 20,000 miles on it, basically, you're
Everything became
25.
clear to me after that.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That was the missing piece of data. I have a funny story from that night as well. It's
From the snow night?
from that snow night because it's
Yeah.
the only night it's basically snowed.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that night.
So I'm like driving.
Scotch, Brad. See?
Walking now.
So I'm driving down the road, about to turn into my subdivision,
Yeah.
and the car in front of me kind of slows down and then doesn't do it. Like there's one turn into my subdivision, slows down, doesn't do anything, and just kind of rolls forward. And I'm like, that's weird. And I'm driving and go da 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 da, and I turn the wheel driving in my subdivision. The car keeps going forward.
Oh, see, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, and then I'm like, might as well just keep going around this road to Portillo's.
Don't go in there right now.
Guess I'm going to Portillo's and come in the back way.
I couldn't go this way. The car didn't want to.
Yeah.
I'm going to Portillo's. Yeah, I ended up in somebody's front grill that same night.
That night, the snow night, I looked outside at no snow or anything out in our yard or anywhere I was, and said, "Boy, those people where I used to live got a lot of snow today."
You bastard.
I don't remember if we got any in the city or not.
I don't think you did in the city either.
Yeah.
I think it rained. It just rained.
Yeah, we got like rain or something because I remember you're like, you got an accident and what?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah, we definitely got snow, and it killed my car.
It's more ice than snow, I think. I had to scrape that shit off my car.
Now we're out of chips, Matt.
Go to Jill, get some more. You're 12.
Yeah, take the element.
Take the element. You're fine. You only had a couple of sips of beer.
Speaking of that, when's your daughter starting driving?
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So little baby Alex, you know, the girl that was born at the start of the Radio Tiki experiment, she is now about to start driver's ed. For Christmas this year, her mother and I got her the Illinois Book of the Rules of the Road.
And nothing else.
Thanks, Father.
Well, the thing is, you know how much the school charges for driver's ed?
They charge for it?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to ballpark it? Any guesses, Jeffy Pooh?
Didn't they make me take it at Argo? Because I really didn't want to drive.
You do have to take it to graduate Illinois.
Yeah, you have to take it. You have to prove that you've taken it.
$350.
You have to take
$350 is no, $350 is dead on.
Oh,
I
I
meant
was going to go
$3.50.
$9.50.
Oh no,
So you have to take it and you have to pay for it.
yeah, but it's cheaper than the driver's school, and you get a better break on your insurance. So, because you do, if you get an A in driver's ed in the high school, you get a discount on your insurance, at least through my company. Of course,
I got an A in the
discount I
classroom
can get.
portion. I actually think I was the only student, surprise, who in my class that got an A in the classroom portion. Then got in the car and had no idea what I was doing. Like the theoretical part of driving,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
awesome at. It was the practical application. I kind of sucked hind teeth.
You are not alone in that, my friend. I remember thinking, and I destroyed a set of the school's tires the very first day.
I got out of the very first day I got out of the car without putting in neutral.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
I looked down and I'm like, wow, that's weird. Why
Why is the car moving? Why is the gym teacher yelling at me? Oh, because
It wasn't just the gym teacher. It was the big black gym teacher, Mr. God damn, I forgot his name. I don't know.
no, I know which one you're talking about because he was my driver's ed teacher too. I'm trying.
Take your hand off the wheel. The car will drive itself.
Do not force the car. The car will drive
Yeah,
itself.
that guy.
I go, well, sir, if it's going to drive itself, what the hell am I doing here? So,
I'll just get in the back.
yeah.
I had the same problem, except it was health class. So really good on the theoretical. Not so
Keep
much.
your hands off the penis. The penis will drive itself.
Unfortunately.
You do not need to guide that penis. I'm sorry, sir. Don't apologize for your penis. Oh yeah, so I'm with Brad. I had I sailed through the theoretical part, passed the TED, got 100%, A in driver's ed, the classroom bit.
Yeah.
And when I go to start driving, I had never been behind the wheel of a car before, ever. And you go in the parking lot and you sit down and they say start the car, and you start the car and you put it in gear and they say all right, so now pull out slowly and start driving.
Well,
That was all the instruction I got.
So he barely passes that part and buys himself a Chevy Corvair. What could possibly go wrong, Ralph
Exactly.
Peter?
No, I had plenty of time in between the Corvair and the tearing up of the tires. But my first day, I ran the car like we were going to park it, and we're in the forest preserve, and you know the forest preserve has the rough curb. You know, it's a curb
Got the
that's
rough
made
curb
of
and the people
chipped
having the gay
stone.
sex.
sure.
Well, you have to learn how to park the car so you don't give the signal that you want to have the gay sex.
Did they teach that in driver's ed?
They teach you what not to do. Exactly.
Nice.
I failed that part twice.
Exactly. Oh, see, look, now you're being anally raped, Brad. See? No, see, now you have...
He's knocking on my window.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Well, unfortunately,
Take
son,
your hand off the wheel.
Take
The
your
man
hand
will
off
dri-
the wheel.
The man will drive it himself.
unfortunately, you now have to blow this gentleman because of the way you parked the car.
Wah,
All right,
wah.
sir.
Let this be a lesson.
Never got what I was saying. Oh, so the curb there is really rough, and I parallel parked and literally ran the tires like at 20 miles an hour along the curb, ripped the shit out of the side of two tires, and the school said, well, you've damaged the car. If you do any more damage to the car, you will fail driver's ed. I'm like, nobody ever told me anything about this part. well, you should have been paying attention in class. I go, I paid attention fine because I got A's in that part. So in preparation for this,
1987 Nissan Sentra like this just don't grow on trees. So if you
it was a Chevy Celebrity.
Are you sure? I thought we had. I know there was a Nissan Sentra. I know
Nope.
there was a Pontiac Grand Am.
Oh, sorry, the Grand Am. It was the silver
yeah,
Grand
silver and
Am.
gold, yeah.
Silver. No, we had one silver and one gold.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember those.
We had the Grand Ams because that was like you wanted to drive the Grand Am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I stepped out of the moving Nissan Sentra.
Oops. They're not designed to do that. So anyway, since I remember this bit, I have been having Alexandra driving even before she had. She doesn't have a permit even yet, but I've been having her drive around the neighborhood. I've been having her back the car up and down the driveway. I've been having her practice, sort of parking, but more importantly, like
Ferrying
she's driven.
drunks. You've had her practice ferrying drunks.
Exactly, because that happens. You have to do that
Dad.
sometimes. What? No, never. Have I done that? No, not yet. Because anywhere that she would drive and I was too drunk to drive, I would have walked home from anyway. So it was not me. Well, maybe tonight. No. But yeah, having her drive around the neighborhood has made her so much more prepared for this class than Brad and I ever were. So, did you?
Butch
you
was
did
not going to let me in a car. Butch was not going to get in a car with me.
Well, my mom and dad wouldn't even think about getting in a car with me until after I had a few driver's ed sessions with the school.
My mom and dad never got in the car with you.
Didn't they need to do your practice time?
Not back then, no.
Oh.
That was way after us. I took driver's ed, I graduated, and like 9 months later, it's like, can I go? Okay, go.
Well, the thing is, I would practice with my mom and dad,
Never practiced once with them.
but it was wickedly uncomfortable.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, yeah. My dad was all right. My mom was a little bit intense. Little tiny bit intense. Little bit.
Yeah, I passed the practical, and then you had your thing to go get your license, and you had to take the test for that. And I waited until the very last day. Like I had no real interest in getting a driver's license, so it was like going to expire in a day. And I'm sorry, it was going to expire in 3 days because you had 3 chances. So I'm like, okay, I have enough times that I could fail.
You know what? I think I remember us being tight during that time.
Oh yeah, you were driving me everywhere.
Yeah. And it's like, Brad, why don't you go get your license?
Oh yeah, no, because you were
Yeah.
driving me around. Other people were driving me around. So my parents were like, "Why don't you get your license? You just go get it now." And I'm like, "No."
Why?
That's
Why should I?
Yeah, I got everybody driving me around.
and
Yeah.
like me having to drive places when
I'm
the
learning-
cop's here. Then
I'm learning valuable mooch life lessons.
exactly.
Beautiful things.
This is
So-
one more step to responsibility, and I don't like it, sir. One bit.
Honest to God, Max is probably a year away from me starting him on a little bit of around the neighborhood.
And you're going to
So-
want me to get a job to pay for the car insurance. I do not like any of this.
Well, yeah. Well, no. We've already got the kids working because it's not the insurance, it's the university. You can start earning money now, or just take bigger loans because that's what's going to have to happen. 'Cause it's too much. It's all way damn too much.
Can I interest you in Reserve Officers Training Corps?
I think Max would be a great
You'd
Army
look
officer.
dazzling in green.
Would you?
The war
would
in
you-
Afghanistan's over, so you're fine now.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
They announced it.
Max, you'd join the Army to get free college, right? Would you do that? No?
That's what Uncle Brad did.
Uncle Brad did it.
How'd that work out for you?
You know what?
Overall, I timed it well. We'll
Yes,
put it that
you
way.
did.
I did
You
very,
did.
very
Yes.
well. I was
You-
watching, Three Kings, that one movie.
Yeah.
It's not
That
a
was
bad
on
movie.
TV last night, and I stopped it, and I'm like, man, I timed it perfectly between wars.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that seemed like a pretty good war to be in if I would have done it. But
When did you leave the National Guard?
Hmm?
When did you stop going to National Guard?
I didn't have to be active, so I was in the reserves.
Yeah.
So once I got out of the Army, I thought I wanted to be active reserves, like do the drill and do the whole 9 yards until I did it a couple times and realized how absolutely awful it was.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, most of it involved going up to Fort Sheridan
Mm-hmm.
on the weekend and hanging out in a room talking about past glory days. Then we'd go to lunch, then we'd come back and do that a little bit more. And I'm like, you know what, this is ridiculous. I'm like,
I can
don't-
do this back home.
Yeah, I don't need this money.
Was that? I think was that the time you were you living with me then, or
No,
was that
but what I
during
was
that
doing
period?
is I was staying, I would sleep at your place because it was shorter drive
Yep.
than where I was. So. Yeah, no,
That was
that
it.
sucked ass. No, so I didn't have to be active. I just had to be alive,
Okay.
technically, and ready to be called up at any moment.
Sure.
In fact, that just ended a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's more years now than
It was
several. We're on
I thought
several now.
37, age 37 or something. You had to stop doing that.
Something like that. Yeah. So several at this point.
Yeah.
We're going on several.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah, I can't get drafted anymore.
Yay, we're all too old.
Yeah, we're all too old to be
All
drafted.
right.
Jeff, was this all for me?
Well, I mean, I'll take home whatever you don't drink, but if
I'll
there's
drink
nothing left,
more.
I'm certainly not going to complain.
Because I didn't have time to go get beer, and this is good.
Yeah.
So, Brad, Jeff, and Chris are on a bar trivia team, and they didn't invite us. Fucked us over.
I usually would just go for the free pizza.
There's
yeah,
no
but
free pizza.
I love bar trivia.
Shit, I don't need to be
I
there.
love bar trivia.
What is that place now?
What?
The place we
Oh.
used to go.
It's a snuggery.
Yeah, it's a snuggery.
What's
yeah.
a snuggery?
I don't know.
That sounds-
Starbeats presents What's Happening Tonight at the Snuggery. It's girls' night.
That's a real thing. I just
What?
thought it was a commercial. I thought it was a gag commercial.
No,
There
no,
really are
it-
snuggeries.
Yeah, there are snuggeries.
And it sounds like some sort of illegal British sexual act from the 1800s.
Strangely enough, it is.
Sir,
You
committed snuggery.
you will be keel hauled for snuggery.
And it's not.
I was
bar
drummed
trivia
out of the.
like that.
I was drummed out of the Royal Navy for snuggery.
It's not bar trivia like that. Live host asking questions.
No, I know. What is it? Is it a computerized thing?
No, you write your answer down.
Oh,
on a
there's
piece
plenty of
paper,
places that do live.
And he collects the pieces of paper.
yeah,
after the
pretty much
round.
Right,
every
it's a
bar. In
popper.
the, pretty
Yeah,
much
it's
every
a
bar in the city does
proper
that at least
pub
one
quiz.
way.
Yeah, I love bar trivia. I love it. Oh well. Yeah, so that was the car thing, and that led us into the whole car talk. $350 I got to pay for my daughter to go to driver's ed. So I'm not.
Should you put it on our tab?
Huh?
Put it
Well, the thing is, she also went to Jingle Bash or Jingle Ball or
One of the local radio station Christmas
well, yeah, one of the
concerts.
local. Well, I mean, she saw Iggy Azalea and
Oh, sure, of course. Who didn't?
a bunch of people. It
Oh,
was-
the
I
azaleas were
realized-
really nice this year.
I realized, I was talking to somebody today,
Yeah.
today, that this is just in one more checkbox checked off of I'm now old. I completely avoided all of pop music this year.
Not a bit of pop
no, two
music.
things. I won't say completely. I will say this. I heard Shake It Off once and then somehow managed to avoid it for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Like the entire song. Obviously, I heard a little bits because you can't miss it.
Right.
But the whole song I did not hear after the first time I heard it.
What Shake It Off? I don't.
With Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Shake It Off. Don't. It's better if you don't.
I don't know that song.
And then the second
don't worry
song,
about it.
like evidently, like I heard in like October, and I asked my wife, I'm like, "What is this all about?" You know, all about the bass song. She's like, "Brad, it was like the biggest hit of the summer from like May." I'm like, "Oh, well, that's interesting."
How are you married to who you're married to and avoid all this?
I instantly get in the car and turn on NPR.
Does she like that,
She's
by
been
the
in
way?
the car
Does,
before me.
does your wife
Like,
know that
I
NPR
actually
exists?
do this. I actually do this. I'll put my hand on the ignition and my finger on button number 1 and do both within seconds of one another. Start one, and then NPR comes on, and I don't hear it.
All things considered.
There we go.
So, are
yeah,
you?
no, I've
Are you a $1 a day guy, or what do you? What do you donate to that?
I've been mooching. I did have.
Nice.
I did do it. I was actually given like $10 a month, and then my credit card changed, and
Yeah.
then
They have a
they're
big
like,
promotion
"Brad,
for
can you
that,
get your
yeah."
money back?" But I am giving like money to PBS, so you know I'm funding some sort of.
Oh,
public.
see, now I don't give money to PBS, but I give money to NPR. So
They sent me a autographed set of all of Jeffrey Bear's videos.
really
Yeah,
okay.
because you know all of his tours.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
people in
yeah.
Chicago, you have no idea who Jeffrey Bear is, but he's a dude that does like all these like video tours of different places in Chicago, and I want to be him. So yeah,
Yeah, he's kind of all right.
yeah, he's kind of
Yeah, he's kind of a bit of awesome. So.
yeah. It's a good thing to do on like a Sunday afternoon. Like, oh wait, he's doing
Yeah.
the Blake again. So.
Well, but he'll do cool places like that underground steam tunnel thing.
So yeah.
and-
So I'll do that for a year,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'll go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to NPR for a year. So
All
I
right.
don't feel too guilty.
Well,
I
'cause
don't,
I
I, just- I
found-
don't want to pay enough, so I don't have to. I'm too cheap to pay enough, so I don't have to listen to the pledge drives anymore. But I feel like if I give them any money at all, I should get that no pledge drive. You know, do you pay enough that you get that?
What? No.
If you pay enough a month, you can get like it on your phone where you can listen to NPR and you don't have to listen to the pledge drives. Like during pledge drive season, you get it commercial free. So basically, they feed you. I guess put you back into the national feed. So while they're trying to sell you,
I mean, the national feed still has pledge drive shit on
but
it
no,
as well.
but you're not
so.
having to listen to some local trying to.
Honestly, and I feel like a bit of a bastard about this myself. when it comes to radio. I listen to NPR podcasts. And so then I don't have to listen to
There's a commercial on it, so you don't,
It's a very brief commercial.
Yeah.
This podcast brought to you by Square D or whatever it is,
Squarespace.
Squarespace. Sorry,
Square D.
Square D is the Cubs.
Yeah,
Squarespace.
Square D brings you.
Yeah, there.
The official electric products of Wrigley Field.
The news from Lake Wobegon.
The lights are on at Wrigley Field.
Thanks
Brought
to
to you by
Square D.
Square D.
Thanks to Squarespace.
I gotta say something nice about the Cubs.
You gotta say something
That's an express brought to you by MailChimp.
But so I listen to a lot of NPR podcasts. I do have NPR on in the car, but often I'll find myself.
2003 car have like an aux input that you can actually.
It does have an
plug
aux
in?
input. What it doesn't have is any kind of hands-free phone system.
Oh yeah, no.
So I've had to
See, mine
get
doesn't
myself
have that
back.
either, and then every
Yeah.
time I have a rental and I have to come back to not having one, it bugs me immensely.
Yeah. So I've got what I've got to do is I've been looking for the sales. I'm going to be putting a far superior audio system into the car than the car was ever designed to have, because I need to have
You should get a sweet one. Day.
Spotify.
Face plate off every time.
I gotta have the I gotta have the Spotify navigation, and then auxiliary input, and then all Bluetooth. I need to have some Bluetooth shit going on. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a problem. But other than that, I could fairly well live in that Honda Element. Like you could be a dude with no job and like no house. Like you'd be a homeless guy, and you could probably survive if you had a Honda Element. Because there's enough space in there to live, breathe, thrive, and survive.
They're building houses smaller than the Element.
Yeah,
these
that's
days.
it. I mean, it's nice, and the way the seats all work, you fold them up, you fold them down, you can turn it into a bed. You set it up so it's like a little couch. And when you open up the sky,
What year was
the
your brother's
skylight,
when he had his 2002?
I think he had a 2002. I think that's what he had. So I've only got one a year older than his, but I'm preparing for my homelessness. So
Sure.
When Vicky
Yeah.
kicks you out.
well, no, that's when the kids are gone. Vicky and I are going to be those weirdos that wander around the country, itinerant, travelers, just going around place to place, going to different bookstores. That's what we do. That's our life. But anyway, I have NPR on in the car, but very often I find myself just switching over to some sort of electronic service, Spotify or whatever. So, yeah. I do also have the teenage daughter, and so I get exposed to quite a bit of poppiness.
Yeah, no, I get none of that. I avoided it completely.
So did you never get to hear
So I don't know who Iggy
Happy.
is. So going back,
You didn't have to
I
got-
no idea who Iggy Azalea is.
Oh,
No
okay,
idea.
well, good. You've missed
yeah.
nothing.
No,
so.
thank you.
But yeah, she went to the Jingle Bash, one of the local radio station's Christmas concert things.
P96.
I think this one was 103.5.
Oh, 'cause
So
I thought the Jingle Bash was proprietary, owned by B96.
isn't that the B Bash?
Look
I think
up.
they have the
I have
B
one of these
Bash.
Isn't that during the
boxes.
summer?
I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck, really. So why
Yeah,
not? Look it up.
don't waste the internet resources on
And,
looking
and, do,
that shit
and, do,
up.
and do Eddie and Jobo still show up every year, even though they're not welcome?
They're not welcome. They're
They just
70.
They just stand in the
We're
parking lot
60.
trolling chicks.
We're 60 years old and wear muscle tees and try to pick up girls. Yeah. B96, Eddie and Jobo. So, no, she had done that and the driver's ed, so she literally got nothing for Christmas except reminders of shit she's already done. Like, this notice to remind you that the Jingle Bash was for Mom and Dad, and this copy of the Rules of the Road is to remind you that you're getting driver's ed from Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas. So I did feel like a little bit of a Grinch this year, but fuck it, that's some expensive shit.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Damn.
Merry Christmas indeed. Fine excuse for picking a man's pocket every December the 25th. So yeah, that's you're avoiding pop music. I'm getting a full forkful of it.
I can imagine.
So you didn't get to hear "Happy"
No, I don't.
by the what's his name,
No.
the Pharrell.
No.
And so I'm happy.
I think I heard it.
I can't
I think
believe
I'm
Liz lets you
familiar
get
with
away
that.
with that.
Well, again, if we're not in a car together, I don't hear it, and then occasionally I actually probably have to listen to more freaking pop country than I listen to pop music.
Oh.
Oh yeah. but I don't know any of the songs. I think they're all named Clint McCoy or something.
They all sound the same.
McCoy.
They all sound the same.
Yeah, so I don't know. Something about doing fireball shots and their 4-wheel drive truck, and she's looking so fine in some sort of jean short type outfit.
No, they're
It's
still
all pretty
drinking.
much that. It's all pretty much that song.
They're still drinking cold beer.
Cold beer, but it's always followed up by a fireball shot. Now
Really, Fireball's making it into country music.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
on
wow.
many occasions.
Wow.
Yeah. So good product placement.
Now, see, now I'm missing out on all that. There you go. See,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not exposed to any of that.
That's what my teenage daughter is teaching me. Oh wait,
Oh, that's kind of
Awkward.
awkward.
she's 30.
Yeah.
She's 30.
Okay. Wait, was that? Did we discuss that on the show? How we figured out she was closer in age to my daughter than to my wife?
Oh, did we figure that out?
No, actually, no, because
No,
we're
I
wrong
think
about
it's
that.
still-
That's
we were wrong about
incorrect.
it. Yeah, it's incorrect. I thought.
It's
She's still closer. Yeah.
by 1 year. It
Yeah.
was 1 year difference. That was what it was. Because Alex is 15 and your wife is 30. Vicky is 41, 42.
That's more than a
Yeah.
year, Tom.
So,
That's 3 years.
wait, how old is Vicky now?
42.
Yeah, she is 40 because you guys are 42, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So 42, yeah. So Vicky is still closer to Liz than Alex, but
and
still,
will continue to be
Yeah, it
closer
will
for
never-
the rest of her
yeah,
life.
it'll never ever
Always.
change.
Except on a percentage
Unless
basis.
one of- unless
Right.
one of-
The only thing that will
unless-
change is the percentage.
Unless one of them quit aging.
Weird.
or goes it goes faster than the speed of light. Okay.
Again.
It was an Asimov story, wasn't it?
Hmm?
Door in the Summer. Never mind. Look it up. Read
All
it.
right.
It's a good story.
So Brad got a dog.
I got a dog.
How'd that come about? Like you guys decide, all right, we're having a dog.
No, we had wanted a dog. We had wanted a dog for a long time, but first of all, as renters, number one, we didn't want a dog because just in case we had lost our apartment, having a dog immediately rules out about 50% of all housing options. So we're like, we don't want to get it while we're a renter.
And the deposits and the
And the deposits and all the, and if they do get rowdy, then you're looking at paying somebody. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all of it. Just the whole 9 yards. And we had a good place, and our landlord at the time was not keen on us getting a dog, so we didn't press it. And I have a cat the size of a dog, so that kind of helped a bit.
Well, I was wondering how that all works out because you have a cat. So
There's a detente right now. You're not so much on the Facebook. Did you see the one picture I posted on the Facebook?
of the cat staring
cat
in.
staring
Yeah.
So what we did, we have these French doors with glass between the kitchen and the rest of the house. So the dog's in there, and the dog's about between 1 and 2. So it's not puppy, but I mean, still obviously much more energetic than my fat ass cat. And we just look over, and the cat all you see is. It was even funnier as you got further away because all you saw was the eyes
Of
the glass
cat.
French door, and it was just this look of death at us, like
You motherfuckers.
thought we had an agreement here.
What
That
the
I
hell
was-
is this?
Yeah, it seriously looked like. I think my caption was like,
Yeah, WTF? Why was I not
yeah, why was
consulted?
I
for
not
that?
consulted about this? Because that's seriously what it was.
Yeah.
Like. It was like, are you fucking shitting my dick off? What the did you just do? And at least now they,
Who is this?
in the first day, we had dog cat before, so we kind of know his routine. The first day, the cat acts like a badass, and when the cat only weighs 2 pounds less than the dog, it's very effective. Day number 2, there's in the morning it's enthusiastic hissing, but by the afternoon it's pretty much phoned in. Like the dog will walk by and the cat goes, just a reminder of I'm the boss. Now it's same room. I'm tired. You're not. Obviously you're not leaving.
Have they
so-
gotten into it?
No,
No?
they never did get into it.
All
The
right.
dog is definitely afraid of her. Or
Really?
yeah, the dog is definitely afraid of them. Oh, he should be. My cat.
I
My
wasn't.
cat is huge. My cat's 21 pounds. So
I wasn't aware that.
and fully clawed.
Oh yeah, you're.
Yeah,
He's
so
fully equipped.
Yeah, so the dog is smart enough to.
I wasn't aware
Give
that your
respect.
dog was older. I thought it was a pup.
No, between 1 and 2. No,
Okay.
well, so that's, it was. So we decided now's a good time. We're like now, it was like a week ago. We're like now, and I don't know where it even came up. We were like driving somewhere. I'm like, we should get a dog now, and we're like, yeah, you know what? Now, because now we own a place. We've been there 6 months. We're settled. It's the holidays, so either me or her are going to be home most of the time for the
Right.
next 2 months.
This is a good dog transition
great
time.
dog time
Yeah.
in. So we went to a local shelter, and the local shelter
we have parameters because of the association.
You
It
have
had to be-
specs.
Yeah, it had to be less than 40 pounds.
Oh, the
It had to be less
association
than 40
says
pounds.
that?
Yeah, it has to be
Okay.
less than 40 pounds. So we went to
So your dog has to be gay.
a
If they have a little
recommended
gay dog.
we went to a recommended local shelter, and they didn't have any dogs, but they essentially they're a no-kill shelter, but basically they have a relationship with a kill shelter in Hazard, Kentucky, which, look it up, it's like way east coast, like almost near the Virginia, North Carolina border.
So that part of Kentucky.
That part of
Appalachia, Kentucky.
Yes, exactly. Coal mining, shanties, whole 9 yards. So
They shouldn't have dogs either
they
because it was the
well,
holidays
that's
and
exactly
people
it.
be
Well,
eating them.
that's the thing is when people get rid of the dogs, they don't have the funds to like keep them in the shelter. So the shelter in Chicago basically runs trips back and forth about once a month and brings dogs back to Chicago.
Really?
And it's good both ways because first of all, obviously the dogs don't die, which is good for the dogs.
Right.
The shelter here in Chicago actually has the facilities to support them. But then the other thing is, and if you're in for a dog in Chicago, you will learn one thing really quick. Every dog is either
Pit bull.
or go little Chihuahua.
Chihuahua,
They're
yeah.
all either pit bull mixes or Chihuahua mixes. So
And by the way, you haven't lived until you've seen a pit bull Chihuahua mix.
Oh.
You just-
it can't hold its head up. It's kind of, so it's good for them to bring in because it brings a different.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I mean, where I got Loki from, there was nothing but pit bull mixes in there. Nothing but.
So they're like, we have nothing 40 pounds or under right now, but we have a car coming in like tomorrow at noon. So
He's on his way up from Kentucky right
They're
now.
like, they'll be back here tomorrow at noon with a bunch of the smaller dogs. Give us till 4, but Liz couldn't wait, so we're there at 3:30. So essentially, our dog had been in the greater Chicago area for about 3 hours before we took him.
Oh, man.
And they're going to fix him or her. She's a her.
First of all, you might want to make sure you get
I
that
have
right.
Gender issues, man. I have a male cat and a female dog, and it's like I don't know why it's messing me up. But they're like, well, you can leave her here, and we can take her tomorrow to the vet, or you can get her the hell out of the shelter, which obviously that cuts down on kennel cough. And gets her to like settle down for a bit in a normal house environment, and then bring her back. And whenever you bring her back, next week or whatever, we'll pay for it. We'll actually even take him to the vet and everything. So bring us the dog in the morning. We'll come back that night, and it'll be uterus free. So we're like, okay, that sounds cool. And Liz really at that point is in love with the dog, so she wanted to be in the house. Like I looked at Liz, I'm like, there's no way that I'm not taking this dog home today because Liz is not going to let it not happen.
Yeah, she's sleeping here then.
So we take the dog home, and when it gets its period. So
That is, well, I think the cat has something to do with that.
how does that work?
No, it's stress. She's getting it from
Top of my
stress.
cat?
No,
Are they going to breed? Am I going to have which would be
weird
the dog, has
dog cat.
balls.
Ooh, no,
So, yeah.
it's stress. Yeah.
Well, the dog also has diarrhea. I mean, it's been a whole the dog's also shitting all over the place because it's got diarrhea. Because obviously it's had a
Is
big
it
couple
house trained?
days. It is house trained. So she was with somebody beforehand, so she's good. But she has the shits. She has hookworm. We got to find out yesterday, so that's fun too.
Yeah, so she's got hookworm. She's
So,
got
yeah.
her.
So,
she's in heat.
taking her to the beach and letting her shit all over the place and following her was probably not a good decision. So,
Nope.
With all the cuts I have on my feet.
Ouch. Now Brad has hookworm.
Take her to the beach.
It's a little cold for
December in
that.
Chicago. This joke would have killed in July.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no, she has hookworm. So I mean, we're getting the whole spectrum of the wonders of dog ownership. In the first, it's not even been that hasn't even been 72 hours. It's been 72 hours.
Has she thrown up yet?
Oh yeah. Name the discharge. It's been somewhere in the house.
Oh.
Poop, vomit, some unidentified phlegm-like material. We
What
don't
about
know
the
where
dog,
fuck
though?
that came from.
Hello.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You see?
Yeah, I see that
You
was
see what I did there? There you go.
That was me. So, with that being said, Liz has never. That is so good. That is so good.
Which one?
Liz has never had a
Was
dog.
this- oh,
so
yeah.
She's all enthralled with the whole.
Did she have dogs growing up?
No,
Oh.
she's never had a dog.
Oh.
So I am with a full, first time dog owner. It's. She has no idea what any of it's happening. So at one point she's like, "Is it ever?" I get this, Brad. I've heard that about 1 million times over the past 3 days. Why is the dog chewing itself? It's not chewing itself. It's itchy. That's how it's itching its leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even little shit like that. Brad, what is this? And I'm like, oh, that's the one I dread.
That's the dog's tongue.
That's when I'm usually identifying phlegm, vomit,
Oh,
What's this?
This-
or vaginal blood, which was the new one.
well, I mean,
Because I saw the blood and we thought it was the diarrhea. And the hookworm, she's having some diarrhea. with
Yeah,
blood,
yeah,
so
yeah.
That's what we thought it was. Pick up the butt. The butt's clean. I'm like, no.
and
Couldn't be.
Sure
it could. No, it can. Not only could, it is.
are you sure that's what it is? Or,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Oh, is
Oh
it?
yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. I took a napkin and I found the source.
Yeah.
And it's a little to the south.
Sure.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
things and to add to that, I've had a female dog before.
Yeah.
Molly. I had Molly.
Yeah, yeah.
But she was fixed before ever. And so I, to a degree, understand the female dog anatomy. I mean,
Well, they got
Molly
that little
Molly never had menses, so I never
right,
experienced that.
but they got that little point that hangs
Yeah,
down.
but
yeah.
the little point on her
Drips.
seemed the little point on her seemed a lot bigger than the one Molly had. I noticed that like a day ago, and now I know why.
because it's swollen.
Yes.
Ew. So your dog is currently shedding her uterine lining all over your house. Ew.
Yes.
I think you got to get some sort of doggy tampon, man. You got to get like
Well, first of all, they've accelerated the fixing procedure. It's not going to happen Friday.
We're doing it!
We're
doing
We
it!
just got to get through the next couple days.
And you know what? Just keep her off the nice couch. Oh, have you guys established?
Of course, while driving over here, Liz sends me a text of like the dog in the new chair, and I'm like, I know I'm not supposed to like text and drive, but I'm like, what the fuck?
Liz, I don't know about you when you have your period, but we don't let
her sit on the chair.
We don't let you sit on the chair naked during your time of the month.
We usually salt the ground too. wherever she walks.
Moses would make you salt the ground and burn the furniture.
Yeah.
So it's in the book of
Leviticus.
Leviticus. It's in the law book. You got to follow the rules. If you're gonna have a dog in the house, you got to burn the furniture and salt the earth. The thing is, I'm actually just curious about a couple things. How long was she in any kind of shelter? Because
December 12th or 14th.
she's got kennel cough and hookworm.
She got kennel cough, hookworm. Yeah.
You don't just-
her kennel cough isn't bad. Her kennel cough isn't bad. It's like it's mild. It'll probably go. The doctor said just keep it on. It'll probably go away. It's not like chronic. It's every now and then.
Maybe it's black lung. That's coal country.
It could be
Yeah,
black lung.
yep.
They're so cute in their little hats with the lights. Puppy coal mining.
Puppy coal.
I have a poster of that on the wall in the dorm. It was a bunch of
They have
little
a hard
puppies
time
in
with the
hard hats
pickaxe.
whatever. So adorable.
No, I just and then she's older. You guys have changed her name. How do you do that?
Well, first of all, the name she came with probably
Well, you
wasn't
go
her
to
name
court
beforehand.
first.
Well,
you stand up for the judge. and
When
you
a
get-
mommy and daddy love each other very much, what do you what
What? We just changed
doesn't
the
that
name.
fuck the dog up?
No, you say the name enough, it's going to answer to whatever. So she already seems pretty cool with what I'm calling her. So
And what was she before? Judy
she
or
was
something?
Joni.
Joni.
Which, if you remember correctly, was the mother of my ex. Chris's mom was named Joni.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and me and her
Oh.
did not get along very well at all. So there's kind of a negative connotation to the name. So we changed that to Sweet.
I don't know. You could have left it. You could have left it as Joni and say, "I got a bitch in my life named Joni." Hello.
Yeah, no.
Hello.
Oh, I mean, the dog really didn't. Who knows if Joni was its name beforehand? Because she didn't really ever respond to that either.
Well, and she could be full of meth. You wait till the meth balloons come out of the dog.
Both of my pets are from Kentucky, so we are Kentucky heavy in our house.
How did the cat? I thought you got the cat from
my brother's barn in Kentucky.
Oh! I forgot.
Oh,
you
yeah,
you have family.
So all
down
my
there,
dogs
so.
have all my pets have southern accents and inbred.
Weird.
The cat is inbred. The cat's straight up inbred.
He's got a little bit of backcountry bear in him.
Yeah, bobcat.
What's that cat? Oh, it's ocelot and street cat. You guys have the walking duties. Who's getting up early in the morning to walk Maisie?
It's only been 3 days, so that hasn't been worked out yet, and we've both been off. So the test will be the
This
first.
will be a
morning.
marriage ender.
The test will be the first morning because I've been working from home a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The test, when I work from home, it's not an issue, but the test will be the first morning that I have to drive out here to the burbs for work. And she also has to work. That'll be the test of wills.
Well, that and the first time it's miserably
Yeah, it's gonna be
fucking cold.
10
outside.
below.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, today.
We getting? Is it cold tomorrow?
It's
Yeah.
It's cold right now.
cold right now.
No, but I
high
mean,
in the
is it?
teens, 30s for the weekend, highs in the teens next week.
And it's
Oh,
supposed
no,
to
no,
snow.
no.
Brought to you by
no.
AccuWeather.
It's supposed to
Thank you,
snow on
other-
Saturday too.
Yeah.
How much snow?
3 to 5.
No.
Hey, you know what? They said we were going to get that at
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
That didn't happen.
And it was like 60 degrees.
I think that was weather people hopeful thinking. Every
So
now and then,
It was all the models. The models weren't converging.
it's groupthink.
Yeah.
It's what all the weather people are telling their
What are you looking
meteorologists
for,
telling their
Tom,
kids.
Saturday?
Yeah. Well,
Well, I'm supposed to get some
Accurate.
rain on Saturday.
Yeah.
which means it's going
I
to get
like-
6 inches of snow here.
I like
It's
living. I like.
living in the South.
I'm like 25 miles to the south of you people, and it's like weather-wise, it makes all the
I have
freaking
no idea
difference
why.
in the world.
There's
I-
no reason for it.
we get less
I,
trees in our yard.
I get all the
though.
microbursts that knock trees down
Yeah,
on my
really.
deck.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I get.
You get tornadoes down there in Oklahoma
Mr.
where
Tornado
you're at.
Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that experience this year. A tornado less than 2 miles from my house, but
But that didn't hurt you none.
no, that same storm. No, though, that was the second time a tree fell onto my deck.
And that wasn't a tornado. That was an inverse tornado.
Why
It was
did
a
that
macro
hang your
burst.
deck?
That was straight line 80 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, straight line.
Yeah.
Derecho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, when I don't have a snowblower, we get a shit ton of snow, and I'm pushing it with a hand shovel and one of those man plows. You know,
Sure,
I got
sure.
a man plow.
Sure.
What's a man plow?
Oh, it's a lovely invention. It's a big U-shaped piece of metal attached to a giant. Imagine a snow shovel triple the size. So it's like a big, long, wide snow pusher,
Okay.
and they call it it's a man plow.
Great for when it's like dusting, a dusting.
Yeah, go out the man plow.
Yeah,
Quarter
not
inch.
real. Well, it's pretty effective up to 3 inches of snow. I mean,
I think it's
but,
also the name of
yeah,
a gay bar in Boys Town.
it is. It's the man plow, and that's all year round, not just in the winter. No, it's pretty effective
It's
up to
snowing
3
men.
inches, but it's not designed for anything heavy and wet. Okay, which is what we had a lot of last year. So this year,
At the man plow.
Oh,
the man
that-
plow where it's
that was
heavy
my-
and wet.
that was my big success of the last 3 months is the purchase of the snowblower, because I waited and looked and waited and looked and waited and looked, and finally I got myself a 2-stage 24-inch proper Briggs and Stratton snowplow.
There's only a sucker buys a snowplow in the winter.
I waited,
Yeah.
after Halloween I started looking, and I found this one for $450. Okay? The very next week, the same plow going for $700.
$1 million.
$700. It's a $700 snowplow. If you look on your computer right now, look up 24-inch 2-stage snowplow.
$700.
$700
Wow.
fucking dollars. Okay. Don't patronize me. You know what? If you fucked up your computer while patronizing me, that's what happens to you. Put the whole thing together because it came in pieces. Oh, that was the other thing. I ordered it from Home Depot online and had it delivered to the store for free. Because
Yeah.
if they had delivered it to my house, it would have been $95 to ship it. Because I had it sent to the Home Depot and I had to pick it up free. So, I'm really happy with this purchase. No snow.
Yeah.
And that's fine because I hate the snow. But the reason why we're not getting any snow is because I spent $450 on a new snowplow.
Yes. My brother did
Big
the
time.
same thing. Still no snow. So next year, I think we should just get a pool together
And just buy a
and just buy a
snowblower.
snowblower for some family,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Give it away in the spring.
I'll take it.
do it again.
and,
Okay.
and then we just don't get any snow.
Yeah. Because I'm good with no snow.
I'm fine
I
with
had to
that.
pick up a glass insert for a screen door. You're talking about your burns from your.
Yep.
I had to push my Ford Focus all the way up so that I'm driving literally with my forearms on the wheel. That's how far up my seat was, praying.
You could have the.
I hope I don't get into an accident.
Well, I'm more worried about you hitting a bump and the breaking the glass.
No, it fit into the tow with the back seats down, and it fit all the way in.
Oh,
with
you
it
were
down.
able
It
to
was-
close the door.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
That's why I'm driving with my chest on the driver on the wheel. My chest is on the wheel. My arms are. I'm driving with my
Right.
forearms.
How much did you pay for the glass?
$142, I want to say.
So it's not worth the extra $19 to rent the truck from
Tom, it's 5 miles from my house. I have a car that can fit it. God damn it, I'm a man. I'm going to fucking do it.
All right.
No, none of your 19 goddamn dollars.
Why don't you just rent the truck?
No, stop making sense.
Rent
Jessica.
Tom. Rent
Stop
this
making
truck.
sense.
Rent this truck for $20. Wait, did she say the same thing?
Well, maybe.
But you got a home. You didn't.
I
hit
got it home.
You didn't
and
hit anything.
It only took me 5 minutes to get out of the car.
Oh.
I would have
And
loved
10
to
minutes
see
to
you
straighten up afterwards.
unfolding your shit out of a car.
Remember
like
when
that.
you used to have the Yugo?
What?
Well,
When it was
Hyundai.
driving, the Hyundai.
He had a
yeah.
Hyundai. No, there was no
Hyundai
Yugo
Excel.
here.
Yeah, and it was like just tiny car, big man.
Yeah.
I liked that. I liked when Jeff had that car. I
yeah,
liked that.
That was. Yeah,
Was that the one
embarrassing.
where you disappeared in it? Did you go to Nebraska in that one, or is that a different car?
God, I couldn't even tell you what. No, I was working, so it had to have been my Cavalier, my Chevy Cavalier.
Yeah, the
that I
Hyundai
did.
was his parents' car.
The Hyundai was my parents' car. Yeah.
When I was out searching for a replacement vehicle, because I went with the whole I'm getting a piece of shit to replace this car. Like I was
Sure.
going to go with that, and like I went to some bad neighborhoods. I went to South Holland to a auto impound yard that specialized in abandoned vehicles from people that were either in prison and they were never going to pick up their vehicle ever again, or they were people that it wasn't repoed, they were simply abandoned. So they would sell cars relatively cheap. I went and looked at a Dodge Durango with 190,000 miles on it, and I was going to pay $1,800 for it. I was going to get myself an $1,800 car. I just couldn't pull the trigger on it.
No.
I mean, it smelled like there were bodies. It smelled like bad, horrible things happened to it. And then I hear from Maurice. Maurice is still driving his Passat, and Maurice is up like 275,000 miles
Yeah,
on his.
because they fixed all the problems with my model year in his model year, so he doesn't have to pay $1,000 worth of repairs every 6 months like I was doing that one.
Maurice was almost going to be here tonight. He's like, well, he couldn't stay through Monday.
Yeah.
But he goes, next time we do something like this, let me know. I said, well, Maurice, let us know when you're going to be here. We'll try to find a way to fit you in. I mean, I'll bring the show to you, because I miss Maurice, man. But yeah, 275,000 miles on his Passat, and he doesn't have any plans to get rid of it. It's still motoring, still going. So he gets messages from Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
He gets like little thank yous and how are you because he still takes it to the Volkswagen dealership for repair. Why not?
Sure.
So wait, I missed it. So you bought your car from a repo place? Is that what you're telling us?
No, I was going to buy a car. My plan was to get an absolute piece of shit. The Honda I bought, actually, I got from the Honda Superstore up in Schaumburg. Schaumburg.
Bob Roman? Not Bob Roman.
It's part of the Bob Roman Auto Group.
Al
Yes, it
Piemonte,
is.
rest in peace.
Oh, is he dead?
Yes.
Oh.
Christmas Eve.
Bob Roman dances on his
Rockabye, baby. Hi, I'm Harry Schmerler, your singing Ford dealer.
Fred Schmerler.
Harry Schmerler.
Now Bob Roman runs this town.
Bob Roman's got too much power, I tell you.
There could be only one.
That's what it is. All the used car dealerships in Chicago are finally coming down because we lost Solozzi and Edelson. They went to jail. Al Piemonte's
Solozzi
dead.
and Edelson?
No. The thin one has his own dealership still with
Well,
some
then-
other guy.
The thin one.
One of them went to jail.
The fat one.
Is it? Yeah.
I don't know which one that is. I think that was Solozzi.
Yeah.
Solozzi's the fat one.
Solozzi,
Allegedly, if that we're still doing that
Right.
shit, and if that matters, I don't know.
right? But one of them went to jail, and then the little guy had trouble. Like he went into bankruptcy, and then he got his own dealership.
Damn it! It
again.
is Harry Schmerler.
Yeah. Oh please. Harry Schmerler, your singing Ford dealer.
I thought it was Fred.
Come
I'm sorry. I failed one. I'm sorry.
Fred Schmerler.
Al Piemonte, he's the one who went.
You should be on the trivia team except me.
I thought he was the one who was like being investigated or.
Wait, put your mic on that. Do it again. Just put your mic on it.
No.
Come on.
Because
Just put your
that
mic on
never
it.
works.
No, just
And
put your mic on it right now. 'cause
He's
then we're gonna
standing
take a
in
break.
front of it like a.
We're going to take a break.
Oh, we're taking a break now?
No. After this, we'll take a break. That's why it never works, because you never have anything prepared when you start to do it. Do it again.
And I'm not in front of the microphone.
Hit replay.
It's definitely not.
You suck. Damn it, Jeff.
Goodbye, your baby. Hi, I'm Harry Schmerler, your singing Ford dealer. Schmerler Ford family vans are on sale now. You can own this new family van for only $11,888. Only $11,888 gives you all of this: power steering and brakes, captain's chairs, sofa bed, carpeting, custom screen windows, custom stripes, full insulation, and much, much more.
Sofa bed.
Fully
Ford is at
insulated.
Route 83 and Toohey in Elk Grove Village. Rock-a-bye your baby.
Now see if you can get Slozy and Elson, where you always save more money.
No, because we'll just do this for like 5 hours.
No, just do one more. Do one more. Come on, Slozy and Elson.
No.
Come on.
No.
Oh, and remember the other one that used that Fensel Tufo.
Fensel Tufo Chevy City.
That's right.
Yeah.
All these famous Chicago used car dealerships.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right, we're gonna take a little break here because we're at 1:10. You're enjoying the Great Radio Tiki Experiment. When we come back, we'll hear more about nothing. That's exactly what we talk about. It's just like Seinfeld. All right, we'll be right back. That is lovely, Jeff.
I know it means very little to you, but they re-released draft only completely by surprise their Canadian breakfast stout, which is
Maple.
that aged in barrels that were used to age maple syrup.
Lovely. That's. I like oatmeal stouts anyway. Oatmeal stouts, milk stouts.
That's one of the better ones right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really good. I like a lot of stuff from Founders. So.
That label is banned in New Hampshire. You can't sell that beer in New Hampshire.
Why?
Because it's a child on a beer label.
Really?
Yeah.
New Hampshire's got to pull the stick out of its ass.
Pretty much.
Hey, welcome back to the Great Radio TK Experiment. And this being the Christmas show, you know what we didn't get to hear about? Chris's odyssey to the heartland of America. How was your trip? How was your family Christmas?
It was okay. I bought a lot of cheap gas.
You did.
I saw gas for $1.95 in Naperville today.
That's messed up.
Well, Chris was seeing it for $1.93 or
yeah,
something.
$1.89.93 or something. I saw it for $1.89, and I'm like, ooh, I should really stop, and I didn't stop. And the next was $1.93. And
I find myself looking for reasons to fill up now, which is stupid.
I can fill up my tank of gas for less than $20.
I know. I'm on the Element. I paid $21 to fill up the car.
23 today.
Insane! It's insane. And you know, all this is just being done to like try to screw up the instant millionaires up in North Dakota. That's what's happening. Because now all that shale isn't very useful.
Yeah.
So oops.
News story came out today that Texas is almost going into recession.
Really?
Yes.
Good, because I fucking hate Texas. Sorry. I mean, I know we got listeners and stuff.
But you understand. If you live in Texas and you listen to us, you understand what we're talking about.
In fact, I think that's the perfect way to look at it. If you live in Texas and you're a Radio Tiki listener, you know exactly why we fucking hate Texas. All right. And you must be in one of the cool parts. So, you know, San Antonio, Austin.
They talk about secession like it's some sort of threat we're going to capitulate to.
Yeah, we might secede. Good.
Okay. No, did you hear us? We're going to secede. Yeah.
I want a secede bumper sticker for my car more as an encouragement.
We heard you.
Can I support? How can I support your cause?
Can I send you $20? Subscribe to your newsletter, but that you don't have to send me?
But it's kind of like when Scotland was threatening to go independent.
Rogue.
It's just not gonna work. Just you can't do
Well,
it.
I don't care if it works.
You
just
can't-
Let's
you-
be the fuck the rid of them. That's all I'd say.
You can't subsist solely on an economy based on oil and barbecue.
And haggis.
Oh, that's fucking Texas. But Texas, it would
Oh.
be
Well, strangely enough,
oil
the same
and
thing.
haggis.
Yeah, but the same thing applies to Scotland: oil, barbecue, and haggis. If Texans actually knew what haggis was and could get their little minds around it, they'd love haggis. Dead cow parts. Meh.
Yeah. It's,
Wait, because we were asking about Chris's Christmas. So now, did your mom and dad go up there too? Like, was the whole Chris family?
The
together?
whole family was there, and I think we realized that house is too small to have 10 people in it.
This was your grandparents' house.
Yeah, my grandmother's house. Yeah, and so my brother's family was there, and my mom, and dad were there, and I was there.
Yeah, and your brother has like 4,000 children.
Just 4.
was everybody able to wake up on time in the morning?
No, well, what do you mean wake up on time?
I mean, was there any mischief with the clocks or anything that everybody was able to wake up on time in the
Oh,
morning?
boo, Jeff, boo.
I'm sorry.
Boo, Jeff.
I don't get it.
Good.
You might have been married to somebody that changed all the clocks.
Oh
in your
yeah,
grandmother's
yeah,
house.
yeah. I
We're not
forgot.
saying you were, but allegedly you could have been married to someone that
Yeah.
took a petty thing like, changing the clocks as a vengeance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe she honestly thought they were wrong. I mean, we both had met her.
No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not making
Anywho.
We're not making Uncle Crispy uncomfortable. We wanted to find out about how Christmas
Happy
was.
place, happy place,
So-
happy place.
I
So-
like Christmas.
Do your parents still have their place in Florida? Do they-
No. When they were hearing that people from foreign countries were just buying properties sight unseen,
Oh.
they decided, I think this is the bubble, and I think this is the time to sell.
Yeah.
And they had a sinkhole like a few miles away. Like,
Yeah.
That was a nice place.
yeah. So they got rid of it.
They
Yeah.
did okay for themselves?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And then they're retiring this year or next year. So
Very nice.
What are they doing for their retirement? Because they always wanted to be down by Mickey for retirement.
yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, actually, my dad's kind of semi-retired for the next couple of years, and then he's fully retired. But my mom is retired at the end of this year. So,
No more teaching those ungrateful bastard brats.
well, it's never the kids; it's the parents. It's the problem. And the other teachers.
I know a teacher. She'd agree with you.
Yeah, and she's having, she just can't handle having to tell teachers, you actually have to be here at work on time.
Oh,
This
wow.
is what this is your job.
This is your job, and then
I'm only exposed to a little sliver of it. Vicky handles most of this, but it seems like Max and Alex's teachers fuck off a lot. There's a lot of not being there. There's a lot of substitutory.
Well, I don't know about that. I think the problem.
And weirdly enough, charcuterie too, which is weird.
Which is
Why
true.
have that?
Because I love
Ooh,
meats and
yeah.
cheeses.
They're trying
in
to
class.
learn.
Yeah.
Who brings the meats and
nice
cheeses?
grainy mustard.
I'm hungry. Sorry.
I think it's when you don't in some places the culture, there's not really much of an education culture.
in Hotlanta.
And in the South in
Yeah,
general
yeah.
for many reasons. So when you kind of don't, I don't know, you don't respect education in general, you're not going to get the best people to be teachers, and
Right.
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
It's seen as a bit of a dodge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I was thinking about in fact, I was going to talk to your wife about this, Jeff. I'm really kind of getting tired of doing what I'm doing. Like Monday, I had to go to San Francisco for a day, and
I'd love to switch lives with you for 6 months. I would love it.
I was thinking that I wanted to be a teacher, do that whole
No, you don't.
executive experience teaching thing.
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
that kind of not with ungrateful brats and
Not
their,
with middle
their
school
shithead
kids.
parents. No,
No, I was
okay.
I was thinking more high school, not junior high.
No, so ungrateful felons and their shit.
They could beat the shit out of you.
Everybody.
No,
I don't
you
know.
don't want to do that. You don't want
Really? Because I
to
think
do that.
I think
You
I
don't
might
want to do that.
be.
You don't want to do that. No. Go with your original idea of getting a couple of good clients.
Well, that's just it. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
Hard.
Tired.
Powerful tire.
Oh. But yeah, I just wanted to find out how Christmas was because I was actually living vicariously through you.
And then I decided, hey, I want to go down the hill because I've never walked down the hill before. Now,
what is the hill?
Well, because my grandmother lives up on top of the hill.
Oh yeah.
And she used to live down at the bottom of the hill next to the river. And the tracks, and I just wanted to walk down it because it's pretty. It's like it's like 45-degree
grade.
Yeah, and I didn't know how far down it was, so I had Runkeeper turned on just to see what the elevation changed. It's like 250 feet. So we walked down the hill, to the bottom of the hill, went to the train tracks, picked up some coal because it's coal cars go through there, and coal falls off the train.
You burn that.
Well, apparently my mom's mother used to have to go out like every day with a bucket and pick up coal that fell off the cars because it was the Depression.
Yeah.
So, but it was just they didn't believe me that you could get coal from the train.
It's
there's coal. It just falls off you just pick up. So I picked up, and then we walked around the. That was exciting.
By we, you're talking about you took your nieces and nephews.
The older ones, the younger ones. There's not a sidewalk, so they came down separately in a car. So, so
that meant walking.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then we walked around them. That was my excitement.
And what did you get for Christmas?
Clothes,
dude. You're in your 40s. Who get you clothes?
People.
Do they have Garanimals on them? Were they were they tough skins? I mean, what do
I got a $100 gift card for Portillo's?
Really?
That's nice.
I gave my godson a $20 gift card to Portillo's. I felt dirty.
$100 that'll last me about a month.
Portillo's is pricey.
I live next to it, so it's
my kids got me a record needle for Christmas, and my wife got me gloves. So I got that's it. I got boring dad Christmas.
Yeah.
See, Brad's got himself. He's got himself still a new marriage, so he probably gets cool Christmas presents.
Nope, didn't get anything. Didn't get a thing
From your wife, you got nothing.
No, we don't do it. No, we've moved in the phase of we can
nice.
save that money for a trip or all the money you have to spend on a freaking dog.
Oh yeah, that comes with some priciness.
Yeah.
And you and Jess still don't exchange,
Money
right?
still in the bank is gift enough for me.
There you go. Yeah, we can use it on a trip somewhere at some point, and now we have to spend on boarding, so the trips are more expensive now.
Do you know what I had to get my wife after being at your house, Brad?
Severed head?
No.
Gun rack?
No, almost. Stupid fake fireplace.
Fake fireplace. We got a new one.
You got a new one?
A new
fake fireplace.
We got a new fake fireplace.
Does it exude heat, or is it just...
There's a heater in it.
It's a
exudes
heater
heat.
with like a video on it or something? Or
Essentially. And my wife, she's not like a fakery person. She doesn't like fake things. But we went and visited Brad and Liz at their new place.
We're all about the fake.
And Vicky fell in love with this thing. It looks like a cast iron stove.
Yeah.
It's
with a fire glowing in it that actually then heats the room. It's got a heater
There's like an
in
infrared heater in it.
And super energy efficient. Sure, I can't wait to see my electric bill.
Yeah, sure. You might as well just light dollar bills on fire for heat.
Exactly.
Instead.
Here, let's burn fives. Let's burn a pile of fives. They glow for a long time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So and Liz was saying, yeah, and Tom, you can order it off of QVC, and it's only you can set it up for 5 payments of $25 each.
Easy pay plan or whatever.
I said, well, 2 things. Number one,
QVC still exists.
We actually bought our house.
Brad's
on
wife
EBK.
is keeping her open.
I know. I read Facebook.
I like how Liz was explaining.
I can't say anything. I'm supporting 3 local breweries, so I mean, what can I say?
Liz
really?
was showing us all her QVC stuff, and she kept saying and you get on payment plans. And I just said, I thought to myself, you're killing Brad each time you say that. Every time you
in
say
the end,
payment plan,
it all costs the same amount of money. Well, and it's fun because then the payments come out and we have no fucking idea what purchase that was for. So budgeting is a breeze when you don't know what payments are coming out, when, for what.
What's this $27 for? I don't know, but it's number 3 of 5, so we only have 2 more to go.
Whoa.
So I was able to find it. Don't tell Vicky, but I was able to find it at Menards.
Oh yeah, you can buy them anywhere
for less.
For
probably
80
cheaper.
bucks,
yeah.
$80. But I think I got the exact same one as you. She loved it that much.
Yeah, I don't tell me how much I paid for mine.
We can't tell Vicky because she thinks you bought it off of QVC. Why?
No, I didn't want her to know how much I spent. Vicky doesn't. Number one, she'll say things like, "Don't spend any money on me at all."
But find me this.
Yeah, but
I'll find it for free.
How dare you didn't spend any money on me?
But then she'll go, why'd you get the cheap one? So it's like, don't spend any money, but then also, why'd you cheap it out? Why don't you get the right one instead of trying to do
She
the
just
cheap
wants you to
way?
make sure you get the value for your money.
Exactly.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
There's a method to the madness.
So yeah, I got I got a fake fireplace now in my bedroom. So
Oh, sure.
thanks, Brad and Liz.
Put the bearskin rug down next
That's
to
right.
it. And,
And we put on the Barry and Levon.
$240 worth of pudding.
It turns out that a lot of people love that sketch.
Everybody loves
Everybody
that
loves
sketch.
Who doesn't love that sketch?
And it gets, I mean, it's not on any of the classic sketch lists, but like you talk to any of the new comedians and they talk about watching The State and memorizing $240 worth of pudding.
I got into a 5-minute argument with my wife who insisted it was the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Oh,
No, dear.
State.
No, it wasn't.
State, absolutely.
No, dear. It wasn't. No,
But
dear.
you know what? Your wife would absolutely love Amy Poehler's new book. Because
That's
it's all
sitting
about
on my table right now. Yes,
yeah, it's all about the creation of UCB, and it turns out like when we were watching that, when we all dug Upright Citizen Brigade, the TV show, it only got like 7 episodes, because nobody else could figure out what it was about.
right.
It's the hot chicks room.
But
Excuse me.
It
What?
turns out that it was huge.
It's the hot
it was
chicks
huge
room.
way before the TV show. So
It's been there for a while. They're not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
that hot anymore.
They're
Yeah,
really,
they're-
they're nice.
they're more like they're just older chicks now.
Hot
We
chicks
keep them
room.
around though. All right, so welcome back to Ready to Take Experiment.
Hello.
It's our Christmas show, and after the last show, we got a number of pieces of listener mail from.
What makes this the Christmas show other than being adjacent to Christmas?
the holiday show? There's our.
Yes,
Is this a Kwanzaa show?
There's ostensibly
Today's
no holiday
Kwanzaa.
content, I
Yeah.
think, is what Chris
Okay.
is saying.
Exactly.
It's
We
just
have
the day
nothing
we all-
about the show that is in
we
any
all
way at
drag
all
our asses in.
Not
holiday-ish.
Christmassy. It is not Christmas.
From listener Tom in North Cal, he
I know
sends
somebody
us.
named Tom.
That's a different guy.
So do I.
He sent us 3 different weird news stories. So I will give you gentlemen the option. Let's see title number 1.
Mhm.
In internal bras.
What?
Let's see.
No, that one was creepy.
A new procedure promises to lift and support women's breasts with better lasting results than traditional methods.
No.
The Orbix breast
No.
support system
No.
uses silicone straps attached to the ribs.
Stop!
Why are you doing this to me?
Stop it, please.
Why are you ruining my love for boobs?
All right.
We
Hang
have
on
the
a minute.
technology.
Hang on a minute. All right, so that one's off the table. Hang on a minute.
What would that do to your essence? How much would that lower your essence?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start playing Shadowrun. Damn it!
Didn't the new edition just come out?
I thought
in
they were
last year.
they were trying to kickstart it.
I'm pretty depressed that none of the like the predictions came true.
Aren't we living it? Where the hell is our ghost dance?
I love that interview where he did.
Why
where
am
he
I
said-
not jacked up?
Where he said he finds it funny that everybody's just going around looking for payphones.
Exactly. It's one of my favorite ones.
Oh wait, that we had to find payphones in that.
No. Gibson was talking about how he's pretty happy with what he created for Neuromancer, except for the fact that he totally missed the boat on cell phones.
Oops.
He said, "I've written this great thing. I invented cyberpunk, and the words The Matrix and cyberspace, they're all credited to me.
Meanwhile-
and here I am, this idiot, having my characters running around looking for payphones."
Meanwhile, the guy who drew Dick Tracy's laughing from the grave.
Yeah, with his stupid wristwatch. Yeah. Woman allegedly beats man who farted in her face.
Oh, I heard that story.
Oh, I call that Friday.
Man calls 911 when stripper won't have sex with him.
Who hasn't had that problem?
Me?
Apparently,
Strippers always
William
had sex with
McDaniel, age 53, was arrested Saturday night
Oh, you're 53. You know better.
after he allegedly called police to complain that a stripper would not have sex with
You
him.
know better.
McDaniel had been visiting Sagebrush Sam's in Butte, Montana,
Tom's friend.
But
where police say he gave a woman $350 for a private dance. The dance ended abruptly when McDaniel...
Your dancer for money.
I'm your private dancer.
You do it better. You do it better.
Well, you got to do a better gravelly, beat-up Tina Turner.
Shadowrun 5th edition, July
just sounds-
2013.
Mine always just sounds wacky.
July 2013.
The dance ended abruptly when McDaniel became sexually aggressive toward the dancer. What's the end result of the private dance? I mean, what's supposed to happen?
blue balls.
Disappointment.
You buy her a $9 Coke and go back to your table? What?
Regret.
Oh, that's what
Regret.
happens.
Lots
See,
of regret.
yeah.
Why do I have all this glitter on me?
Regret. Yeah,
And
exactly.
that, and
regret. Stripper stank.
No, I was
And
going to
glitter.
say it's the stank.
Less money and a
Yeah.
boner. That is
And glitter.
that
And
is
glitter.
what I
of
remember-
a table of lamps.
What I
know it
remember
well.
about going to the strip club, particularly with you guys, is that stripper perfume.
And then if you do it at the Bullet, then also knowing the stripper's backstory and exactly where her baby is currently being babysat at.
By your friend.
Oh.
I see what you're saying there. You got too personal on that one.
A little
What-
bit.
No,
He doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen. He would see these women and
He
then
didn't
offer to
he
babysit
didn't-
their kid.
No, he didn't usually baby.
Didn't usually.
I don't remember him ever. Did he babysit? I don't remember him babysitting kids.
He had several of them.
Did he marry
was
one
friends
of them?
with
He had
for a
several
while?
of them temporarily housed in his abode,
yeah.
and
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
and there was
Come
the
on.
watching of children during mom's work hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We don't want to say much more. And this, ladies and
But
gentlemen,
I'm just saying.
we're not talking about Brad.
No,
Brad would
no,
remember
no,
if he had done this.
No, I would remember.
Actually, the last time I went to the Silver Bullet in Urbana,
I never went there.
Yeah.
I actually did participate.
You know what? Sorry, Jeff. It's too late to make that bad of a life decision.
Is it gone? Did they close it?
No. That's still there. But
Okay.
I mean,
Did you see the thing I posted to Facebook about a week ago?
unless you're going.
Which one?
They finally tore down the last remnant of the
It's gonna depress me.
Juice bar, whatever that juice bar means.
More data. Need more data.
Need more input.
oh God.
Need more data.
I need less beer, I guess.
This is what happened.
This is what happens. Go ahead, talk.
Oh, yeah, wait.
And
The
you wonder
Montana.
why I am like I am today.
Mr. McDaniel told the sheriff's department he felt he was ripped off and assumed he paid $350.
No,
for
the last
sexual
time you were at
acts
Silver
that
Bullet, I meant carry on.
Oh, okay. Oh, so last time I was at Silver Bullet, I actually participated in that.
Crazy
whole-
Rock.
Oh, they finally pulled that
Oh,
down.
Crazy
No, it was pulled down long ago. The sign was just there, and
Yeah.
they just finally pulled down the sign.
went
Oh,
there in high school.
boo.
As a juice bar, not the strip club.
Yeah.
It was a strip club by the time.
Last time I went to the
moved,
Silver Bullet in
with
Urbana,
it.
No, it was
I
a
did participate
juice bar.
in the take $1 out of my mouth part of the show.
With what?
Her vagina.
Oh,
The woman would squat over your face
Yeah.
and remove $1 from your mouth with from your lips with her lips.
Clothed or unclothed?
lips on lips.
No, it
Would
was
some people call it lips on
unclothed.
lips? Tom?
Unclothed.
But some people call it lips on lips.
Ew.
And after that,
Did you brush your teeth?
after that, what was supposed to be kind of a funny, goofy, crazy night out, I've never been to a strip club ever again. After that occurred,
Was I there for that?
you had to have been because I wouldn't have gone.
Why else would
otherwise.
he have been there?
I wouldn't have.
Was it when I was leaving for the army? I think we went to Silver Bowl for leaving the army.
I can tell you it's the last time I was ever in a strip club.
1993.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, I think we-
even for y'all's weddings and stuff, we didn't do any of
No,
that.
I didn't.
So,
By that point, I had burned out. Plain.
like, I'm trying to think for Chris McDonough.
No, we went to the.
She was studying architecture too. Don't you
No,
remember?
this was after, and this was after I.
Yes.
Don't you remember Chris McDonough?
That's right. Yeah,
She was
It turns
studying
out-
architecture too.
It turns out she's studying architecture in Michigan, and she's working as a stripper here to make more money for that.
I had
Isn't
to work
that great?
I had to
Tom?
work that night, so I couldn't go.
Isn't that great? Oh, Chris, no. No. So no,
You
it
know
had to
what?
have been after I was
They've been
married.
married for how many years now? So it's
No, it had to have been after I was married because I did go to a strip club for my own bachelor party because my father bought me women. I remember my
that's
father.
nice of
Yeah. So it would had to have been after 1993.
Women.
It was a Visit Champaign-Urbana weekend, and I think it was when you were in grad school or something. Did you ever live with D in?
Yes, I did in grad school for almost a
Right.
year and a half.
I think it was during that time.
Oh,
I think it was during that
Not a
time
year.
that I
No, it
went
was like
to.
a year. It was July.
It was that apartment kind
July
of
of yeah.
out
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
further.
yeah,
it's out by
yeah.
it's out by the Pomology orchard.
When you guys were living out, in the
Yeah, no, we lived together
Yeah.
for
yeah.
July 2001 till like June, July. Remember my drives up there from here? They're
Yeah.
Radio Tiki Gold of me driving up with my shirt halfway rolled up
That's it, and that was the last time I went.
in a car with no air
It was
conditioning.
when you were living with that dude, and we went to the Silver Bullet one weekend. I visited down there, and that was the last time I went to a strip club because it was supposed to be funny and cool and
No, Silver Bullet will do that to you. It'll break
Silver
you
Bullet, like she, hey, who wants to lay here and then let me take $1 out of your mouth? So I laid there and she took the $1 and I'm like, I don't ever want to see a vagina like this ever again. I don't want to
I
participate.
thought you had fun that day.
I had fun, but I don't think
Right up until that second.
right up until the
fun ends
There.
here.
Well, it was still fun. I had a lot of fun, but I
In
just
retrospect,
decided
Tom, in
that
retrospect.
maybe it was a bad idea for my whole strip club career to participate in the take the $1 out of my mouth act. And I think it
Did you have
wasn't
any
you.
sores?
In fact, I think you wanted me to not do it. I believe it was your roommate at the
tried
time.
to save you. I probably tried to save you.
Your roommate at the time was the one encouraging me, and in fact, I think
remember when I jumped in there in slow motion, tried to put my head in between yours and
yeah, because I think it was he took the $1. He gave me the $1.
When said roommate says you shouldn't do something, maybe
Yeah,
you shouldn't
yeah,
do
maybe
it.
I
Because
shouldn't
we
do
all know said roommate.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. I can't even imagine what he would say not to do.
Yeah.
And if he said not to do that, what were you thinking?
No. He was the one that made me.
Oh,
do
he was
it.
encouraging. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
he
Carry
made me
on.
do it.
Carry on, sir. Carry on.
Yeah, Brad was the one telling me maybe you shouldn't do this. So,
Brad is the voice of sanity. Yeah, that's
Thank
something you might want to
Exactly.
listen to.
I was in a transitionary phase between my reckless days of youth and my now wise.
Reckless days of adulthood.
Yes.
hemp-derived carbon nanosheets help build cheap, high-performance supercapacitors.
What?
Using waste hemp fibers as starting material, researchers at the University of Alberta in Canada, my university in Canada,
That's a safety school.
My Canadian girlfriend goes there.
have developed high-performance electrode material for supercapacitors at 1/1000th the cost of more commonly used graphene.
What was the university again?
University of Alberta in Canada.
The Black Bears.
Hey, come on, guy. This is Canada University. The advance could lead to supercapacitors that are cheaper and able to operate under harsh environmental conditions without harshing your buzz.
You already know that?
Was I right?
How would you know that?
Was I
Just-
fucking right?
What?
Wait, I don't know if it's black bears, but it might be bears. It is.
How sick.
Close. Golden bears.
Wow. that was
those golden
Is
bears.
that like a guess you pulled out of your ass?
that
those
was
golden bears.
strictly out of my ass there, sir. Yes.
Wow.
Despite a bad reputation, hemp is a truly remarkable plant, man. Can be grown on the cheap, requiring very little care, and even in cold and dry environments. It has many, many other uses,
Wink,
ranging
wink.
from the construction material to clothing,
Smoking.
bioplastics,
Smoking.
even biofuel
Smoking.
creation.
He said through a mouthful of Cheetos.
In what may be the most surprising application of the lot, a team led by the wicked Professor David Mitlin was able to build a supercapacitor from the inner bark fibers of the hemp plant, all of which is THC free, dude. Remarkably, the performance of the device was on par, better than the standard graphene. I don't know about graphene supercapacitors, even though the new material can be obtained at 1/1000th. Blah 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 blah
Blah, blah, blah. Computers.
So there you go. You're gonna have soon. You're gonna have hemp-powered supercapacitors, man.
For my hybrid.
Hmm?
For my hybrid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
You like your hybrid. I almost got that, but I couldn't deal with the outlay of a hybrid when I was going to replace my car.
Right.
Like
yeah.
I wanted to get the Nissan Leaf, which is all electric.
Oh,
I
no,
wanted to
no,
get the
no,
Chevy
no.
Volt.
No.
But they're looking for $45,000 to start, and I need to install something in my house.
No.
So
I would never get an all electric vehicle.
I wanted to do it, but I can't commit yet.
No.
Can't
We're
commit.
nowhere near the technology being there.
Hey, but if we had hemp supercapacitors,
What we need is more hemp supercapacitors.
Yep.
How many gigawatts is that?
1.21. A lot of gigawatts. Lot of jigs. I think that's all we got for listener mail. If you want to send Radio Tiki mail, all you got to do is send us mail to radio@radiotiki.com, or more importantly and probably faster and much easier is to use our Radio Tiki fan club page on Facebook. It's the Radio Tiki Fanboy Clubhouse. Look for it in Facebook. You have to join it, but you don't have to do anything to join. You just have to say, you don't have to like it. You have to say join private club, and it all happens. So you can just do it there. We're all the Radio
Somebody
Tiki
makes
listeners.
it happen.
Somebody
Somebody
makes
makes
it.
it
No,
happen.
it
I
is.
don't know
It's set up to. Somebody did a long time ago, and now it just.
It's
it just
auto?
works.
All you have to do is
Yeah.
know the secret code word: Alberta Golden Bears.
Supercapaciting hemp, man. Supercapaciting hemp. So, they're speaking of hemp, and you know how there's legal pot in Denver now.
what?
Yeah, sure. So,
Do you have any?
no, well, yeah, I do actually.
Are you holding it?
I'm holding up. I got some up in the garage actually.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. You want to see it?
Not really.
Okay.
Wait,
Because I'll zip. Very good. They have so they got legal hemp legalized pot in Denver. Turns out that the Omaha police are making a killing on
really?
pot pullovers.
Yeah.
Isn't that odd?
Omaha's on the other side of the state, though.
I know, but that's where I read the news. They were talking about Omaha's doing very, very well on its fines and court cases involving hemp coming out of Denver.
Pot.
Isn't that
I don't
straight?
get
Sorry,
it, though. But
pot,
Omaha's
pot.
like on the Iowa border, though. Like on the other side
No.
of the state.
Is it where's Lincoln?
Lincoln is like midway.
No, I want to say that it was Omaha. Now you're going to make me look that up, and I don't
Yeah,
want to look
because-
that up.
yeah,
Because people aren't going to drive from Omaha for legal pot.
Of course they will. Anything to get the fuck out of Nebraska. Hang on a minute. I'm going to look that because you're going to drive me nuts now with this. Because I swear the story was about Omaha police. What did I say? Omaha
Somewhere in middle America.
Somewhere in middle. I was about to say that. It's
I
somewhere.
gotcha.
pot.
Did you get the new
I
record?
knew you get to the heart of the matter.
Did you get the new record, by the way? It's really,
No, I don't think I've been anything
really
in a
fucking
while.
good.
I think the last thing I might have bought was Hard Candy, and I think that's like 12 years ago.
And like 2 records ago,
Yeah,
actually.
they're slow.
Oh.
They're glacial in their production.
Sorry, if you look up Omaha and pot, you get a lot of things about poker. So that's not it.
Yeah, you would. With the word limit in between.
Yeah, pot limit strategy. So there you go.
Yeah, that.
That's pretty funny.
I don't play that game.
Omaha. Pot
I haven't played
arrests.
poker since summer.
Oh, it's because I-80 passes.
Yeah.
It's the I-80 corridor.
Sure.
Yeah. 6,000 pounds a month being secured out of on I-80. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's
That I can see.
6,000 pounds a month. That's a lot. That's a lot of harshed pot, man. It's not. It's not fair. It's not right. So I made it through this particular Christmas season. I did not see a single bad Christmas movie. I did not see Christmas Story. I did not see It's a Wonderful Life. I did not see. You know what? I saw
it.
Elf.
Saw it.
Elf
Saw
was
it.
good, but Elf I like. Elf is
What
pleasant.
about Christmas Vacation?
Saw it.
I watched Christmas Vacation. That's again, that's good though. That's fun, and I'm turning a new generation onto it. So now whenever we see an RV around during the holidays, Max goes, "Merry Christmas." He goes, It's full. That's what Max says because
that's what it says in ABC Family.
Oh no, in ABC Family it's just Merry Christmas and they cut it.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, they cut it off.
I've
It's
heard.
super depressing.
I've heard the
Whole
Merry
generation.
Christmas. It's full.
No, you don't even get that.
Oh.
Now it's Merry Christmas and they cut the scene, and that's super depressing because it's a plot point later that he's
Right.
dumping the cistern. Mm-hmm. Okay, because it causes something to explode later on.
Yes.
You don't-
Spoiler
alert.
Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
alert.
Oh, sorry for those of you that haven't seen the movie.
Oh,
Sorry.
getting around to it.
Sorry. So,
I've had a lot to do in between 1990 and now. Thank you.
Jeff doesn't see movies anymore.
I do not, no.
Did you guys? Anybody else go see The Hobbit?
No.
That was what I was thinking about doing tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, it's lovely.
The dragon wins.
No, it does not. But Max and I very nearly had a private showing. It was really cool. But somebody showed up just as the credits or the
And sat right next to you.
preview. No, but pretty darn
Hi,
close
are you here to
to
see The
by
Hobbit?
me. Pretty darn close to right by me. That's the part of the problem.
Were you in exactly the middle of the theater for the best 3D and the best sound?
Yeah.
Yes, that's you can't avoid that.
I know. So of course people are going to come sit right next to you.
Was it high frame rate?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
What is
What was that?
I honestly don't know.
If you would know if you saw high frame rate because you'd be like in the first 5 seconds, like your eyes would be like, "What the fuck am I seeing?"
Really?
Yeah, it's it
Did
takes,
they only do that at IMAX or something?
Yeah, I think
or?
so.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it is. Because you're sitting there going, "This just looks really weird. I don't know why this is happening," and then you get used to it.
It was another one of these situations where I was forced to watch it in 3D.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of 3D movies anyway. I mean, it's okay, but to me, it's always kind of muddy, and it's kind of. I mean, it's getting better, but it always seems kind of muddy and dull. And then there's.
Well, it's
3D
because
stuff happening.
you're wearing something that tints the video. So I think
it's already tinting the film.
You have to watch it in IMAX because at least IMAX they have standards about how bright the lamp has to be for the IMAX,
Yeah.
and so. But I mean, 3D, just normal. I think that you're at the mercy of whatever the theater's like. Oh no, dial that down. We're not paying for those bulbs this month.
Well, the thing is, they do that, but then they have many more showings or more convenient showings of the 3D
Right.
than of the regular version.
They make more money on that, dude.
Well, I guess. I mean, the thing is, I wanted to go see a movie at 8 or 10, and it was only 3D. Like, the non-3D was only in the afternoon. It was at 5 p.m. or like 11 a.m., and then none till the next day.
Yeah.
And so if you want to go see a movie at night, you're forced to see it in 3D. I don't want to sound like a cranky old man or anything, but
You gotta do.
Alexandra, if I take Alexandra to a 3D movie, she pukes. I mean, her mind, her eyes, or whatever, are not conducive to the 3D experience. She does not like it.
Right.
I have yet to see a movie in 3D.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see a lot of movies in theaters. Period.
Well, I mean, I enjoy the experience, and I did I bought the year-long worth of the year's supply of popcorn thing, which is very, very cool. You buy the bucket now for $6, and you get to refill it. It's a plastic bucket.
Yeah.
It's very clever.
You got to bring the bucket back with you,
You got to bring the bucket back with you.
so people know, like,
Right.
there's the bucket guy.
Yeah, but then you refill it. You get to refill that giant bucket
Hey, senior
for $3.
bucket.
I mean, when you're filling a comparable sized bucket
Just afraid to tell me
for
charging-
$7-8, this is a great way to go.
Sure.
And it's good until a year from now. So next year, December
Wish they would have
20th.
that
or
when I
something.
was going to movies.
And the girl that did my bucket, she even pushed it forward a week because she writes the date on it in Sharpie. So
Oh,
she
you can only do it once a week.
No. When you buy it, the bucket's good for a year.
They have to tape the bucket.
So it's your bucket expiration date.
Yeah, I got a bucket expiration date. See?
Oh.
Yeah, that works really well.
Everything is coming up time.
That's right. So now I got $3 popcorn every time I go to the movies. So, and I want to go see that new.
Every time we come here, it's all just look at me.
look at my life with my $3 popcorn.
You rub it in our faces. I have a 12-year-old Honda Element and no year supply of popcorn.
Exactly. How
Not
great is
everybody's
my
life's
life?
coming up roses, Tom, like
How
yours
great-
is.
Every time I
Look at
come here,
fashion.
your neighborhood steals my lug nuts. Dumbass.
Suburban kid. Fucking suburban kid.
Who does that? Nobody steals lug nuts.
People in your neighborhood.
Kids do.
Oh, speaking of neighborhood,
They're probably all high on 3D movies.
you need to find a way to take a Thursday night off sometime, like maybe switch a Tuesday for a Thursday. Where Brad lives, he lives up by the Green Mill on Broadway.
Yeah.
They do this thing on Thursday nights. I went to it once, and it's absolutely brilliant. They do, it's a 16-piece full jazz ensemble.
Uh-huh.
They do the jazz orchestra. They sit in front of little boxes. They're all wearing their tuxes.
Yeah.
And they do a
Familiar to that.
1930s radio show.
Uh-huh.
It's not recorded or anything. They're just pretending that there's a radio show with the jokes, the ads, all of it. So they're like, tonight's show brought to you by something cigarettes, and and there's bad humor. They have a
Black people aren't allowed.
no, they have special Cotton Club music. They have Cotton Club players. There's a chanteuse who then also doubles as the female MC and commercial reader. It's a whole jazz night, and it starts at 9 p.m., goes till 1 a.m. every Thursday. And it is jammed. I went once because a friend of mine from England came over here and said, "Tom, you gotta go. You gotta take me to the Green Mill." Oh, that was my phone. You gotta take me to the Green Mill because it's this original Al Capone place, and I really want to see it. And he loves jazz and everything. So I'm like, I had never heard of it. I'd never gone to this place. I went, and it was incredible.
It's a nice place.
Well, and the bar is lovely. I mean, it's all completely old school. You walk in, it still smells like cigarettes in there. Badly of cigarettes, it's kind of harsh, and there's been no smoking in there for a decade. So it tells you how bad it could have been at one point.
It's gonna take a little bit of time.
Yeah, but the it's a lot of older dudes in the orchestra, obviously, but everybody really gets into it. There's a band leader, he's sort of Lawrence Welk-esque. And it's just and there's a lot of IB guys in there, a lot of ironic beard guys, a lot of hipster douchebags.
The term these days is neck beard.
Neck beard.
Oh, neck beard.
Oh, no.
Christ.
But no, I'm talking about the guys with the big, long
Yeah, that's
hipster
called a neck
Yeah.
Really? Oh, all right.
the hipster beards? No, that's
Yeah,
not
the
neck
ironic
beard.
beards, the
Okay.
IB.
Okay. That's something different.
And these guys, so you got all your hipster douchebags showing up there with their beards, but then they're wearing like 1930s, Goodwill thrift store clothes, and people are dancing, and it's a nice environment. It almost makes you think this is what it sort of could have been like without the beards and the hipster douchebags. But it's really cool. We've got to go some Thursday. I loved it, and it's only like 3 blocks from Brad's house, where Brad's new condo is. So
A little more than 3 blocks.
well, you live right by the cemetery, and it's the other end of the cemetery.
I'm not right by the cemetery. I'm about 2 blocks from the cemetery. So, like less than a mile. I'll give you that. It's less than
Significantly less than a mile, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, how far are you
let's
from
put it this way.
Broadway?
I went and saw Wilco at the Riv, which is right across the street, and then I walked
Yeah.
home from there. So, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm saying,
Not having to find parking at the Riv is always a good thing.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Boy,
come park at my house. And
there's a wave of bad memories right there.
Park at Brad's house. Use the CRISPR.
The thing
I
is-
can't
By the way,
find parking.
I
gotta
don't
find-
think I saw. Yeah, in December, somebody had spare tickets, so I went and saw Wilco at the Riv, and I walked in, and it might as well have been 1999. Like the place has not effing changed. Like although the
no.
bathrooms are a little bit better.
Oh,
'Cause
I
I think the last time I went there, I had to take a shit.
Oh no.
I was.
It was really bad. But I think the last time I was there,
I mentioned I was at the Metro about a year ago and had the exact same experience.
I think you. Last
you
time,
took a dump at the Metro?
No, I was at the Metro.
Like, seriously?
I think the last time I was there was probably 99 or 2000. We saw garbage there.
Uh-huh.
And we were on the
Yeah.
floor. We were kind of. I remember we were on the floor. We were kind of back by where the booth was.
Yep.
We had good seats because we could see,
Mm-hmm.
and it is exactly still all the same. Like it has not changed. Like
Although our friend Carl Scott, remember him, right?
Oh, sure.
Took a dump upstairs in the Metro where there were no bathroom doors.
yeah.
What's
Many moons ago.
When I went through basic, we didn't have toilet doors, so I got accustomed to it. I still wouldn't do that. I'll do anything for love,
but I won't do that.
Oh.
What?
Sometimes, Tom,
No,
you really have to take a shit.
You got to go.
Sometimes.
And I understand this.
Sometimes the world.
Sometimes the world doesn't cooperate with you, Tom.
Again,
Bargain as you want with your bowels. They're always going to win.
I understand. I do understand. However, hang on a second. What's going on that you can't leave and go right across the street to the McDonald's?
No in and out privileges, man.
No re-entry at the Metro.
No. You're at a concert. They're no.
You're not.
They're not going to play that.
Nope.
Now that there's a smoking issue. Oh well, this was at a time when
Yeah.
This is
'cause you
20
go in
years
and out,
ago,
yeah.
sir.
Wow,
But Tom has a good point now. Smokers have to go somewhere.
they do. They go right out the front door and then they come back in. Everybody's got stamping now. You
Right.
can go in and out anywhere.
Because I went to a concert a couple weeks ago. Yeah, there were people doing that.
And if I got like the stomach flu, I'm going down to the McDonald's.
Sure.
Or I'll even go I'll go to the Cubby Bear or something. Like I'll go into a bar with a door and
Just walk in.
gotta go. Hey, look, you know
That's
what?
about all
If
that place is worth.
you go into
really,
any of those-
is to shit in.
You go to any of those Wrigleyville bars, and they all got the little old black man that's you got to pay $1 to take a piss and wipe your hands, and and he gives you the spritz of Dracar Noir and a mint. So if I'm going in there and I got to pay $1 for the privilege of washing my hands,
You know what you got to do?
I will take a
You know
dump
what?
in that
You know what
place.
you got to do?
That guy wasn't
For a
at the
return on your
Metro.
investment, you got to take 3 or 4 cigarettes, and that really pisses them off.
Yeah.
Take 3 or 4 cigarettes. They hope they always have a pack there. They hope you don't. But reach in there, take 3 or 4, and just watch them become crestfallen because
Those are his cigarettes.
Yeah. And you just ruined his investment.
Look,
Yeah.
I paid the $1. That's what you're here for.
Here's $1. You mind if I take half this pack of Newport?
Probably $25 for that pack.
You think it's-
No, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because he's an African American gentleman, those Newports are menthol.
Newports
So
are always menthol. Well, there are now
Yeah.
menthol Newports, but menthols.
Yeah, you're gonna get the heavy duty mint experience.
Like chewing your gum and smoking simultaneously.
It's gross. It's absolutely gross.
So you went to the Riv. There's no seats in the Riv, is there?
There is in the upper balcony.
Oh, the
and
upper-
that's
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what eventually, because I'm in my 40s now, we went to. I did not
course.
stand on the floor. We went to.
No,
the
because
although again, it was Wilco, so it's
Right.
not like there were a whole lot of like 18-year-old kids that are like, "Woo, play via Chicago." Yeah,
I went to go
no.
see Cowboy Mouth at House of Blues,
Yeah.
and
I wasn't with you for that.
it was a time because I've gone twice.
I went with you once. Me and you
And
went once.
the first time I saw Cowboy Mouth, it was you introduced me,
Right, yeah.
And then I went, wow, loving Cowboy Mouth. So then I went again, and this time I went with some people from England, and upstairs at House of
Was it
Blues.
like last year?
Uh,
Because otherwise, I've been to a lot of shows. If me and you were there at the same show, that would have been ridiculous.
no. I mean, because I would have checked.
Yeah, okay.
It-
Okay.
It was within the last 2 years. I just can't remember when it
Yeah,
was.
I missed last year, but I was there 2 years ago.
No. But in any case, go upstairs and it's lovely and it's nice and you can breathe.
Yeah.
You go downstairs and the humidity and the human bodies crushed together in front of the
Or you
stage.
get off the floor, or you go way back by that bar and back. And be
Yeah.
really
Even
far
there,
away.
even there. I
It
mean,
can
think
still
about how
be bad.
crowded it is.
Yeah.
When,
It's like the folk soul of a tramp steamer.
well, the thing is, I like live music and I like going to live music venues,
Yes.
but I can't believe I'm getting so cranky about it that I don't want to be where it's like hot and cramped and stupid. So I'd rather be
They
upstairs.
make VIP packages for people like you, sir.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I'm sounding very, very old here, but I
Yeah.
want to see more live music. But I don't want to
I
be.
don't wanna-
I don't want to be humid.
Well, I mean, because went a couple weeks ago to a show, and then last year I saw My Buddy Valentine, and the problem I have is that it's standing for 3 hours because none of these places have seats.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing places in nice places like House of Blues or these are all.
Well, at House of Blues,
Small
you're
bands.
standing. I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, and it's the standing for 3 hours that 2 days later I'm still paying for.
What's wrong? Oh, I saw a concert. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
I need to go get a massage.
You know what? You just need to rent. Like a. What are they called for just a concert?
Rascal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
rent a
get yourself a rascal. because then you get the handicap seating and everything. They'll push you right up to the front.
That'd be nice to you.
Well, no,
That's
that
right.
Hit somebody off, you can just run them over.
And you use that little rascal horn.
but the places that I've been, because it was at Aragon, was my buddy Valentine. I could have sat upstairs, but I didn't want to sit upstairs. I wanted to be up front, so that's my fault.
Where was it that we saw They Might Be Giants that my brother got his clothes shredded off of?
Metro, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Metro. I don't think I was.
No,
that one was the
no.
Vic. That one was the Vic.
The well-lit Vic. Yeah, was it? No, we were sitting
Wait,
on
wait.
concrete slabs
Let me
somewhere.
go on my Facebook feed. Where I
You
took-
actually know...
I had all the ticket stubs from basically every concert
Oh.
I went to since 1990.
All right, well then it'll be They Might Be Giants, and it was Apollo 18.
That
So-
was the
Well,
Vic.
that was 19. Yeah, that would be 1991.
That was the Vic. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure about that.
Because that was where my brother went downstairs, got all his clothes ripped off of him. We were marveling at the fact that there was a mosh pit at They Might Be
Yeah,
Giants.
even John and John were like, "Why is there a mosh pit?"
Who's moshing here?
We know it's the early 90s, and this is supposed to be the thing.
But stop.
Why? Really?
Stop doing
Why
that.
are you moshing to Don't Let's Start?
Well, because you could, actually.
You could.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Don't Let's Start, actually. See, that's where I'm failing as a father. Like,
Okay,
I'm not
all right, how about
introducing
asking to,
my
like,
kids
Sapphire
to...
Bullets of Pure Love. There you go. The wrong song.
I'm not introducing my kids to enough of this stuff. Like, I'm letting them drift through their own musical discovery,
You have to.
and I think
That's
I
what you
might
gotta
be
do.
screwing it up.
No, don't worry about it.
You sure?
Don't worry about it. You can't give them what you had. Don't worry about it.
They're
Don't
already
worry about it.
responsible.
You sure?
Don't,
Because I really
don't worry about
like,
it. Don't worry about it. Don't even think twice about it. They'll
I
hate
mean,
your
Max
stuff.
knows all the words to most Police songs.
Doesn't
so there's
matter.
that.
Doesn't matter.
But
Music isn't translatable like that. The best music that was ever made came out.
we all
whenever-
like the Beatles.
The best music that ever came
All right,
out.
all right.
The best music.
Wow. I don't
Ooh,
like-
all right.
The best
I
music
like
that ever
them.
came out is whatever was playing when you were in college.
Really? Weren't you? I mean, you
And
were a big
I'll-
70s
I'll
music
I'll stress
guy. I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
you like
20s.
you love Chicago,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
How did you did that come from your parents, or did you discover that on your own?
my own.
All right. Well, yeah, my mom and dad were really into 50s and 60s
Yeah.
music, and I hate all that.
Yeah,
So.
there you go. No, you can't. You can't.
So yeah,
give-
be happy your kids are even
You can't give
entertaining
music
the
to your
shit you're
children like
playing.
that in that way. No, you can't. You
They
just
do.
can't.
They do let me play my shit, and they do get it.
Yeah,
But
so be
I'm not.
happy with
But
that.
I'm not doing enough to expose them to like They Might Be
Don't
Giants.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You sure? All right.
Don't worry about it.
Because I might. I feel like I'm doing them a disservice. So
No.
I really. Oh.
Nah, you can't be expected to.
All right. All right. All right. Fine. I'll
You
leave
did
it.
what you could.
I'm doing what I can with TV shows. You know, Max and I are watching Gotham together. Gotham is awesome.
I got stuck and I never got back.
You never went back to it?
No, I just stopped. They're on my DVR.
It's actually quite clever.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Maybe it picked
Yeah.
up.
I couldn't get into it.
Right? You guys, anybody watching Grimm?
No, I never.
No, Grimm's brilliant. We watched that together. We as a family have given up on Once Upon a Time. We stopped doing
I
that.
never watched that. No.
Chris, do you watch the Once Upon a Time as a Disney guy?
No, I'm not a chick.
We watched. It
It's-
was a family show.
That's nice.
Senior
That's-
Poopy
He's
Pants.
not a family
That's
either.
nice.
That's right. That's true. There you go. But yeah, we had to stop watching it because it basically just got repetitive. It was like each week a new cartoon character would come to life, and
Sure.
we just sort of
The
gave up on
characters
it.
from Frozen showed up.
Well, that was kind
Imagine
of
that.
yeah. We
Did
kinda,
they really?
Yeah, they
That's
did.
when the,
yeah,
that's when the,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
when jumped the shark.
We kind of it jumped the shark pretty badly. Actually, it's
And next year, the characters from Inside Out will be there too. So it's just a bit weird.
what's Inside Out. I don't know that one.
That's that new Pixar movie coming out this summer.
Oh,
It's like Herman's Head, except Pixar did it.
all right. Yep. I saw ads for that when we saw Big Hero 6, and I love Big Hero 6. That
Yeah,
was
it was
good.
cute.
And I loved Herman's Head.
You know what?
Herman's
That
Other
show
Head.
doesn't get a lot of credit. It's a great show. Herman's Other Head was the porn movie.
Oh.
That's different. All right, we have to stop here. It's 2 hours anyway. Now we're going to start talking about Herman's Other Head. So, yeah, so I got to put on the old follow your bliss here.
I can't download any pictures.
Any pictures of?
I'm trying to look at my Facebook feed. And I don't know. Somebody's using all the Wi-Fi or something.
No, I'm about to use Wi-Fi right this second. But other than that, no, I'm not doing anything with
wow.
it. So. Jeff was using it before, but there, that should do.
Maybe it's on my phone.
Oh no! Wait, it's loading video.
What the heck?
I know. Why is it doing that?
I'm off the network, so I'm
It
not.
ain't me. I didn't do it.
We would be remiss if we didn't say rest in peace, Christine Cavanaugh today. By the way, too.
What the hell?
Us being us.
Wait, what happened? Oh, Christine Cavanaugh died?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
51. People like that at that age are starting to hit me. Like,
Yeah,
that far.
yeah.
Like, I look at ages. Here's the two things I do. First of all, when I see somebody die that kind of in our range, I look, and then I look for unnatural causes. Going, come on.
Please be an overdose.
Come on. Overdose. Come on. Undiagnosed condition.
Well, what got Christine Cavanaugh?
No. That's not the
That's
song.
not-
Too
that's-
happy.
That's not
That's
it.
not it.
Deadbeat Club.
Deadbeat
Club. I
Deadbeat
love that song. That's my favorite
Club.
song on that album.
Deadbeat Club is one of my top 10 favorite songs of all time.
Going down to Allen's for
Allen's Bar for 25 cents.
25-cent beers.
I'm getting all sorts of Dry County here. I know.
That's
there
not
we
a
go.
bad tune, Dry County.
The whole album.
It's not a bad record.
Well,
89
right after
that
I
came out,
right after
didn't
I
it?
bought the vinyl machine, I got Cosmic Thing.
Channel Z.
That was 89, yes.
There we go. Finally, I found it. Finally. You've been enjoying the Great Radio Tiki Experiment. This has been the holiday get-together because we're in between Christmas and New Year. Other than that,
Okay,
there's no holiday content.
Riviera, Saturday, June 27, 1992.
It was a Saturday.
Oh, you know where I was? I was in Fort Lewis, Washington. So I could.
Yep.
That's when I came back from Fort Lewis, Washington, and got to hear about all the fun you had with getting your shirts torn off and shit.
That's right, because I was going to
Fuck you,
say,
you fucking fucker.
I remember you being in proximity to that show, and the proximity was you came back from Washington saying, "Oh, I was learning how to defend your country."
And
blah,
you're like,
blah,
we went to a
blah.
concert and had a mosh pit, and you got his shirt torn off.
Yeah, my brother showed up naked. Sorry. You had fun in Washington State. You were fine. No. You enjoyed the Great Radio Tea Experiment. Please join us next time whenever we get together. This time it was Jeff saying, "Hey, we didn't do a show in a while," and I went, "God, we should get together while it's Christmas time." So that was why we did it. So we'll try to do it again sooner. We promise. Well, this is what happens. We have such busy lives. We're out wrecking cars and getting dogs.
My dog's bleeding from the vagina.
And Brad's dog has got its period. So that's what happens.
So just like I'm going to do with my future daughters, I'm going to
Jeff-
have it removed.
Jeff and Chris are out joining bar trivia teams and not inviting me because I'm so
I've been invited
busy
on the
out of-
Facebook feed.
You know what? I don't look at the Facebook nearly enough. I get yelled at by my wife about that. She's like, "You only go on Facebook to post your weird crap and then you disappear." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I
She
should
never
really
posts
read
anything.
It more."
Yeah.
No, me. She says I only go on
Right,
Facebook.
but she never posts anything.
When's she going to post her
she's
weird
a,
crap?
She's a big lurker, but she reads. No, that's her
Oh, she
point.
reads.
She reads everybody else's stuff. She tells me I never read anybody else's stuff, which is kind of true.
Well, yeah.
Up until the thing, I did something different. I've changed you and Chris to close friends.
Aw, thanks.
So now your stuff shows up at the top of my page every time. You're already there. I got the
All right.
I had this
Making
because
sure.
I was missing a bunch of shit from Jeff and Chris, so I had to switch them to the close friends, and now their news all appears at the top of my page. But before that, I was missing stuff. So like invites to beer bar trivia. That's right.
You can come, you just can't be on our team because there's a limit of 4 because of the format of what's going on.
Whatever. What do you? Hey, whoa!
What you can do is sit there by yourself and beat us, smarty pants.
No, it won't work that way.
Oh, it is on.
It won't work that way. When is it? Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It won't work that way. We'll discuss it. I just missed beer trivia. So, and I was invited
It's
to
not
several-
trivia about beer.
No, a bar trivia. I like bar trivia. If it was beer trivia, you'd be useless.
I would be definitely useless.
You're anti-beer talk. You can't participate in beer trivia.
No, I can.
So, thank you for joining us, and hey, Happy New Year. That's all I got, really. That's it. So-
It's good enough.
15.
Yep.